If you were out camping and you woke up with Vaseline around your bumhole, would you tell anyone?
Did you just make this up?
No, would you tell anyone?
No.
Want to go camping?
Please, I need people in the chat to confirm this for me. I remember cheese and onion Walkers being blue.
Yeah. They still are blue.
No, green. Sorry. The other way around.
My advice is be proud of your small little Willy and also call the police.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, but he's still got some growing to do. Bless him. But yeah, call the police.
He's not going to grow much from that age. We are in.
Oh, are you in?
We're in.
Oh, we're in.
Episode 4, the Burgundy Experience. Good morning, everyone that's on Twitch. Hope you're all good.
Morning.
Hopefully, this is going to sound a little bit better. I'm hoping this sounds better. You guys need to tell us if it sounds different, if it sounds bad, basically, if it sounds worse than what it was before.
Yes, chat, we need you right now. We need how we sounding.
Yeah, we need yeses in the chat if it's this is it. We've got it. We've hit the nail on the head, and we need no's.
If you sound shit.
This sounds like shit. Yes.
No, if you sound shit.
Oh, if I sound shit.
Yeah.
If I sound shit. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I can't believe this is week 4.
Well, it's technically week 5 because we did the one before, didn't we? And it didn't stay. Remember?
Yeah, but it's still 4. We've done 3 down here. It's our 3rd down here.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, so okay.
So it's 4.
It is episode 4.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, all right, okay.
Jumping ahead.
Episode 4.
Episode 4.
We're going to run out of things to talk about.
I doubt that very much. We've always got things to talk about.
We have always got things to talk about. But yeah, this is much better now. It was set up better. It looks better. It feels better.
You're better.
I'm better. I'm more chilled. Yeah. I feel a lot more.
Last week you were just horrendous.
I was fucking horrible.
You really were.
I was horrible. Yeah.
You're not this week.
Not this week. Bearing in mind it was a long, tough week, wasn't it?
Yeah, you've had a tough week this week.
It's been shit. Yeah, there's been like little pockets, little moments. Yeah, little moments.
Yeah, but it's not that deep.
It's not that deep.
No,
it's not that deep. No, it's not. It's not that deep. No.
Pays bills.
It does pay the bills. It does pay the bills.
At home though, everything's okay.
It's been pretty chilled.
Yeah.
It's been pretty chilled at home.
Yeah, I say you. I have to always point the finger at you. You've been a good boy this week.
I have. I know. I have been a good boy this week. Actually,
good Burgundy boy.
I have been a good Burgundy boy, and Burgundy boy will be coming back soon.
Ooh.
Everyone keeps asking. Yeah, everyone's asking.
He
will be coming back soon. Yeah. It will be. Yeah, and sooner than what people probably think.
Good. Yeah. I know. I do understand the podcast takes up a lot of time, but I'm here. I could do it. I know you like to control it.
No, but it's fun. I like this.
Yeah,
It is fun.
Yeah.
I want to get it like up and running and stuff, and then all of the TikTok videos, the YouTube videos, stuff like that, and then once we get into a bit more of a routine with it, then we can I can ride. I can get back onto Cuphead, and then Super Meat Boy 3D. That's the next game I want to play.
Yeah. You haven't played your games.
I haven't played any games. No, it's too hot as well.
Yeah, it is.
I've
Yeah.
been out playing.
But what we're saying is chat saying all good.
Yeah, chat saying it's all good.
Oh,
thank goodness for that. Thank
God
goodness.
for that.
Sounds better.
Yeah.
It sounds better than what it would have been before. It sounds a
nice
bit
new
more...
mics, everybody. Look at
Nice
this.
new mics,
Can
look
you
at
see? We're actually like matching now. Yeah. We needed to. The other ones just weren't good.
They weren't great.
No.
They were the wrong type of mic though.
Yeah.
Well, they were condenser mics. So they're mics that you use like really close, but they have to be like perfectly in front. Whereas these are dynamic mics, so they're like a tube.
Mm-hmm. So
it like any noise that comes in at the side, it cuts it out basically.
So I have to be very cautious of learning to sit still, speak in one tone, straight down the mic.
No, it's not speaking in one tone, but it's not a show. Like
can't help it.
We was doing like the practice yesterday, weren't we? The trial runs. Yeah, and it was like it was like a performance. It's like it's not a performance. This is a chat. It's just a chat. It's just like you would have a chat with anyone.
I know, but I find it very hard to stay one tone.
Yeah.
Just can't.
Yeah.
I know. I'm a loud person.
No, you are a loud person. You are. We know. I think we've gathered that.
I am a loud person.
We have gathered that. And next week we're going to be doing the Tesco's finest.
Oh, I'm excited for that.
Snacks.
Yeah.
We're going to
What
be
did we
doing
see the other day? It was like new.
Tesco's.
Oh yeah, they had that sourdough range, didn't they? But
no, it was like Tesco's. The Tesco's finest stuff's on offer at the moment, and I have to be honest, the Tesco's finest stuff is good. It is good.
Well, or if there's any suggestions from anybody,
suggestions would be good.
Let us know. But Yeah, you just want a platter of food here,
I feel
don't
like
you?
eating food.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Yeah, the biscuits only got finished yesterday. Those M&S ones. I gave it to
Mhm.
Blake in the
Which
end.
one? The butter ones?
No, I finished
I
all of
was gonna
it.
say they went real quick. Yeah,
I
yeah.
finished the whole chocolate dip with the
I know you did.
biscuit.
You was like scraping, like I swear you had bits on your knuckles at some point.
I wanted every last bit
Yeah,
out of that pot.
yeah, yeah.
It was so good.
It was good.
It was good.
It's
Yeah,
clean ingredients in that.
it was
It was
actually
like it
okay.
was like actual cream
Yep.
and cacao and stuff like
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
yeah,
it was good. It
yeah.
was good. There's a strawberry and creams one.
It was a strawberries and cream was one. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You want to go back down there? Because I was like, oh, I could go back down there and get more biscuits and stuff. And you're like, no, we're not going to be doing that every week.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to. We got to start like comparing now. We just can't keep going to M&S. I want to see what
I know.
the Tesco's finest stuff's like. I want to see
Yeah.
what Sainsbury's tastes the
Yeah, yeah.
difference. I know there's a few people in here that like Sainsbury's, so Sainsbury's tastes the difference.
Yep.
Waitrose,
Yes.
Morrison's.
hmm
I want to try them a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah. Yeah, we
Their
can do.
their own stuff though.
Well, yeah.
But I don't. I'm not.
You can go to Tesco's and get something Heinz. That's stupid.
It's not going to be as good as M&S. I just I think the closest will be Tesco's finest.
I would like to
sure.
know if Tesco's have got a chocolate dip similar to M&S. If
Mm.
not, then shame on you, Tesco's.
Yeah, shame on you, Tesco's.
Yeah.
That's it. Call them out.
Yeah, yeah,
Call them
yeah.
out. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
That's it. Piss them off. Piss them off.
Well, you still get my custom because I want it delivered.
We always get. You're always going to have our custom
I
Tesco's.
want it delivered.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm that fussy when it comes to getting petrol as well
Mm.
because I love how I know most supermarkets do it. I hate going to a normal garage to get my petrol
Mhm.
because I want to pay at the pump.
Mhm.
I don't want to go into the fucking garage.
Some garages do that, don't they?
Where? I had to go. I had to get petrol Wednesday.
Yeah.
So because I was down the front with George,
Yeah.
Georgie, by the way, not George.
George, yeah. There's no guy.
Georgie.
Don't worry about it.
I went and got petrol. It was only about 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And I knew they had to do the school run. And usually I'll divert to Tesco's. I'd rather divert that way to Tesco's, knowing that I can pay at the pump and get club card points.
Why is it only at supermarkets? It can't just be supermarkets, surely.
Normal garages don't do pay at the pump.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I had to go to the Jet garage and I had to go in. And then I got stuck behind a stinky man spending 25 quid
Ooh.
on scratch cards.
Yeah,
6
yeah.
o'clock in the morning.
I wonder if you won. That would be good. I
Yeah.
don't know what it's like to put petrol in a car anymore.
I know. And the only reason why you go into the office once a week is to charge the car.
I played golf. Shout out to Billy, Bob and Tom yesterday.
Yeah.
And I was going round. Obviously the buggies are electric, and some of the cart paths were awful.
Were they?
Awful, yeah. And yeah, Tom was like, I thought you owned an electric car. As if like it was the same thing.
Got a point though.
True, yeah.
Yeah.
We was getting hit by like stingers and we was like dodging out of the way. It was like a safari. That was the first thing Tom said. He was like, oh, I feel like I'm on the safari. I was like, Jesus.
Well, Tom's been in a car with you, so you know he should understand the road rage that we were talking about last week.
No.
You were like it in the buggy as well.
No, I was No, I was good. I was good in the
Was
buggy.
you?
Yeah. I was whipping it right. They don't go that fast. They're not like quick.
Yeah, I can
But there
imagine.
was moments because it's like there's hills like all
Mm.
over. Yeah, there was moments where Tom had to like. I think he just wanted to like cuddle me really, but he came in to like make sure it didn't wobble around. Yeah,
Aw.
I was like, get in.
Yeah, you were just like
Yeah,
like
I
swerving
was
it
like,
around.
oh no, it means you're gonna have to come in. Yeah, bless him.
Well, you had a good day yesterday.
good.
You played a whole day of golf
I
with
did.
Billy Bob and his friend and Tom.
Yeah, Joel.
And,
Shout out to Joel as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
did you win?
We didn't win. No, we didn't
No.
win. But I have a bone.
What a shame.
I have a bone to pick with Billy Bob because actually they're better combined than me and Tom combined for
Billy
sure.
knew that as well.
Yeah, unbelievable, unbelievable.
Sorry, Billy Bob, to drop you in it, but Kristen told me.
Yeah, if you hadn't fought for our country, I'll tell you what.
Well, he, played a good game. He bluffed you.
He did. I'll be
Yeah.
honest though, like so it was close. It was only like one. It was only like a few holes that were like one shot in it. It wasn't like that. It wasn't as like
Yeah.
far away as possible.
Yeah.
Tom did all right, bless him. Bearing in mind the back nine, he had never played it, and I'd only played it like once. Yeah, so
When you say the back nine, I have no idea what you mean.
there's 18 holes.
Yeah.
There's a front nine. So what's 18 in half?
Well,
9
why
and
is it
9
called front nine, back nine?
because it's just like a thing. It's always like known for
So if
that.
you only want to play 9 holes,
Yeah, you can
then
play.
you play the first
Yeah,
9, but
yeah,
then 9 to 18,
yeah,
that's your back 9.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Wanted clarity.
yeah. But if there was two of me, I'd have fucking smashed them. And Billy can honestly, I'd have fucking wiped the floor of them.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here comes the competitive talk. But it was a
It was
lovely
good.
day
It was
yesterday as
lovely.
well.
Yeah, no, it was
Yeah.
a lovely day. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
you
was
come
good.
back and you're looking all tanned.
All tanned,
Yeah.
tanned.
And your arm as well.
Yeah,
Where you were swinging, you've actually burst little blood vessels in your arm, haven't you?
yeah,
Like, that's crazy that
yeah.
it does that.
That's what proper athletes do.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. It
okay.
is. That's how you know. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's how you know. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how you know you've swung it properly. I'm sure Billy, Joel, and Tom didn't experience that at all.
Okay.
Like, to be fair, all jokes aside, Billy, Joel, and even Tom did. We all played really well.
Well, it's a bit of
Oh, it was
fun.
brilliant. It was good fun. It was
Yeah.
really good fun.
Yeah. You actually have friends.
Yeah, I do have friends.
You
Yeah,
do have
that's it.
friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It
I'm
was
joking.
nice.
I'm
It was
joking. You do
nice.
have
It
friends.
was nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
good. I'm pleased. I'm pleased.
Mhm.
But yeah, nothing interesting happens this week, actually. We've been.
No, so that's the podcast finished. Yeah,
Yes.
brilliant.
Thank you for joining, everybody. Take care.
No, 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 no. Yeah,
Well,
been
we have got
boring.
a very interesting topic that we want to talk about, don't we?
Mhm,
Because we've spoke. Do you know what? Over the last 3 years,
mhm,
we speak about this quite heavily. I'd say we've spoken about this on quite a few occasions,
mhm,
and our views are different, but not.
mhm.
I think we kind of agree on the same thing, but our views on it are still slightly different, aren't they? Would you?
Mm,
You not agree?
well, I think no. Well, we'll get into it, but
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty clear what I think. Okay, and it just this is all going to be around belief. So it's not necessarily just conspiracies, it's belief. Okay, so like everyone has like different beliefs, which is absolutely fine, no problem at all. But I think my belief, I've always been pretty clear with what I think it is, and then when I've explained to you why I think that, and again, I don't want what I don't want this to be is us. No one should be forced to believe something. No one should be like influenced. Blah blah blah. None of that stuff. I just want to tell. We want to say what we think, don't
Yeah.
we?
Yeah.
I think, and that's what I think.
Yeah.
That's what's important. So you
Yeah.
believe you'll agree with some things, you'll disagree with some other
Everybody's
things.
opinion's going to be
But
different. Yeah.
but yeah, I think in the last 3 years, I think you've probably come you not necessarily agree, but you're like, oh,
I've come
actually,
to more
you've
understand.
kind of maybe you have a point, maybe you don't. So yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
I think when we first discussed this,
mm,
my mind couldn't comprehend
yeah,
what you were saying
yeah,
to the point I was like, I could not. It felt very uncomfortable to believe that is possibly true.
yeah,
But now, when you start looking into things a little bit in a bit more detail,
hmm,
then you're like, hold on a minute,
yeah,
that makes more sense.
yeah,
And then when you start going back into history and start looking at things,
yeah,
then all of a sudden it's like, hold on a minute,
mhm,
that would make sense as to why that is X, Y, and Z. Blah, blah. I don't
mhm,
know. I'm just going on a tangent now, but
mhm.
it kind of does open your eyes to everything. And you interrupted me last night. I was watching a YouTube video and I really wanted to watch it to the end, but
What was it, like a podcast or something, or was it just a?
it was just a guy doing um just like a YouTube video on it all and stuff. And
Mhm.
I was there. I might watch the rest of it later because I was really intrigued. I want to know, like, yeah, what happens afterwards and stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna let you kick off with this. Actually,
Well, I don't. Well, not a problem. I'm
go
more
for
than
it.
happy to kick off with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, belief. So for me, belief is an opinion in my mind. It's an opinion.
Hmm.
If it's fact, it's not a belief. So belief is I think. Oh, I'm not sure, but this is what I believe. Whereas no, Argentina won the World Cup last time.
Fact.
Fact. So when I'm talking about belief, and there's loads of different beliefs. There's religion, obviously, is one of them. Then you've got I guess scientific
Theories.
discoveries,
Hmm.
theories. That's it, theories.
Yeah.
And then you've kind of got everyone's like conspiracies. There's like three. There's probably like three different avenues in there that you can kind of go down. And I guess I wanted to talk about the simulation theory because I think it was about 5 years ago. Because again,
Yeah. Where did this come about for you?
because so I think naturally, yeah, we all kind of look at when we because we all believe in things. We all look at maybe religion and we think, oh, let's look into religion, blah blah blah. Then you look at the science and you're like, oh, the Big Bang Theory and all of that sort of stuff. And then it was a video I saw, and I think I've mentioned it like a few times to like everyone really. There was that guy that was talking about a game called, I think it's like No Man's Sky or
No
something
Man's Land or something?
yeah,
Yeah,
something
yeah.
something like that. I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically a game where it's space and there's loads of planets, and each
Mm.
planet has their own like environment, organisms, animals, all of this sort of stuff. And the guy was saying that they want to put AI onto this, and he said he was like, once they put AI onto that, the people in that game are going to think they are real. So they're going to think, oh, these cows, and oh, what do we believe in, and stuff like that. And when I saw that video, I was like, oh, fucking hell. Like, it then becomes, you then, for me, it added perspective. I'm like, fuck, is that what we are? Is that how we've got here? So then that's how the simulation theory. Then when it started, like anything, it grows legs because people they either jump on the bandwagon of it, or there's like people start realizing and like things start happening, and you're like, oh shit, like maybe that is right. And then it was Elon Musk, and normally I don't really listen to Elon too much because he's a billionaire,
No, he's not.
he's a trillionaire. Yeah, he's a trillionaire, which is fucking ridiculous. But he's a trillionaire going to space, like he's doing all this sort of stuff, and he actually believes it. He says he believes that more than anything
Yeah.
else, anything else. And for someone, he's quite an intelligent guy. So when I start seeing all of these other intelligent people, not saying that I'm intelligent, but I'm just saying like the intelligent people, I was thinking, oh shit. Then so we speak about it a lot.
Yeah, we do.
We spoke about religion, and we was like, oh, is religion like something that we wanted to get into? I think it's a really good belief. I think it's
Well,
good for
it was when Charlie Kirk got
Charlie Kirk got
when he got shot,
yeah.
and it really put it into perspective because he was a very religious man.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it shocked a lot of people, didn't it? And people felt that they needed to turn to religion for safety. Or for whatever reason, I don't know. It really hit home, didn't it? And we liked what we saw of Charlie Kirk on social media and stuff.
Some things,
not all
yeah,
of it,
not
not
all
all
of
of it. I think a very, very passionate man on his religion, which is his choice. His words and stuff. I think the whole abortion stuff don't agree with.
Yeah.
But I do like his morals of how he wants to bring up a family based on Christianity, whatever. I think that's all great. But something happened, didn't it? There was a shift in a lot of people. And I think we felt it, that we thought, is that something that we want to go down?
Yeah.
But then we got a couple of weeks in and we were like, yeah, no, fuck this.
Do you know? No, yeah. Started listening to the fucking, what was it? What were the
We
things?
tried reading the Bible.
No, what was it? We didn't even read the Bible.
I tried.
We listened to it. But what was the I started with the, what are they called?
The
Gospel, not
the Gospels. Yeah,
is
the
it the
prospects
Gospels?
or the
Yeah,
yeah.
and I got nothing against people that are like religious and stuff.
No, this is not a slander against religious people.
But
by the way.
for me, I just couldn't.
We have religious families, so
We do,
yeah.
and I couldn't get into it. But going back to the Charlie Kirk thing, I don't think it's necessarily just like what he says, that because I don't believe everything he says. But he was so clear in his mind in what he believed in, and I think that is like, if someone's so clear, it doesn't matter whether they're right or wrong, because they're just so clear in their mind that you can't argue it.
No,
you can't say you're wrong or right.
No,
because it's just what they believe.
Yeah, that's
and
his belief.
I think this is what I'm saying. So it's like the simulation theory for me is I'm so clear in my mind that I think this is it. And there's many reasons as to why, and there's no evidence, there's no proof of anything really.
No.
None of us really
and we can get
know.
into that as well with some.
We'll
with
get
some
to
stuff,
to that when we start talking about the pyramids, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But everything on this planet for me is too perfect. It's too perfect. Don't get me wrong. There's wrong happening. There's bad things happening. But I think that bad has happened off of humanity evolving. I don't think that's what initially started. There's two theories for me. The first one is we were created by like a being or something like similar to us, and it was a sort of like a game. They kind of set it up and they place things in position for it to then evolve, and they've died off.
Mm-hmm.
They've actually died. So now we've just evolved on our own, and there's no one to kind of control and stop things from happening.
Mm-hmm.
Or it is a simulation where everything is kind of put in place for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
We was talking about the map of the Earth. Like it's perfect.
For us to have the perfect temperature, if we were, so hold on, we are, there's Mars and what's the other side of us? Mercury? Venus.
Venus is hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you go one way or the other, you're too hot, you're too cold.
Yeah.
To be perfectly in the middle, to have air to breathe, the water, the weather, the sun, for everything to grow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's funnily. Is that the right word?
Funnily. Yeah.
Yeah, I do agree how perfect it is, but I can't believe in your first theory where somebody's, playing a video game or whatever, created this world and we've kind of just carried on with it, because this is where you can bring in religion, where the way that you're describing it, a religious person go, well, you're just describing God. Oh, God's gone, oh, I'm going to create man. I'm going to create woman. Let's pop this on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now we're going to put an apple tree there. We're going to, in the Bible, it talks about God putting one of every creature, an animal and everything on planet Earth.
Mm-hmm.
You're describing that as the creator of the video game or the game that we're currently in.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very difficult to go, what way are you siding there? Because some people might go, well, you're just describing God. Now, my belief is, I think that is physically impossible, because you jumped in with I want to say the Gospels. They're not the Gospels. What are they?
No, I can't remember. It's the
the Matthews and the Johns and the
yeah. Why art thou?
Yeah. I can't remember what they're called.
Yeah.
But I went right back to the beginning, and I was going to read it from start to finish, right from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And I got through, I don't know, a tiny, tiny bit at the beginning where I was like, this is not right. This is not right, because it's very ancestral, a lot of incest. It's physically impossible. So apparently the woman, Eve, was created off the ribs of Adam.
Yeah.
Man was created first, and to create woman, he had to break.
Well, of course, because the men are the strongest.
It's just physically impossible. We know that it's not possible. Then they have children. They have 2 boys.
Yeah.
They have 2 boys, Abel and Cain, who one of them kills one another. So there's only now one brother.
Yeah.
But yet the brother that's now alive's now got a wife. And lots of children. Okay, well, where did this woman come from then?
Yep.
Because nobody knows where this woman come from. And then as you dive further into the book, talks about kings and very wealthy people of that time, where he was shagging his daughters. And to me, I'm sorry, but that is just, I got to that point. I was like, I don't think I can read any more of this, to be honest. And don't get me wrong, you could probably go dive in a lot deeper and understand it a bit better, because there's lots of things in the Bible that people believe. It talks about the apocalypse. They talk about a time of spacecrafts and machinery and stuff which wouldn't have happened of that era. But then we just spoke about it last night, didn't we? Where I don't think the Bible was created for a religious piece. Personally, I think it was like a Wikipedia of that time. I think it was a documentation of how they were living at that time. Now, when we talk about the pyramids, this is my belief on it. I do believe that the Big Bang Theory happened. I believe that we were just, everything's just evolved. I do believe in evolution. I do believe we started off as a rock or a planet or whatever, and as it settled, the atmosphere cooled, it created. I believe in all of that.
Sorry to jump in quick.
Okay.
I'll let you carry on. But do you only believing that because that's what because you don't want to imagine that this maybe isn't real? Is that the reason? Because then that goes back to belief. People believe in things that aren't real, that haven't happened. No one can be reincarnated.
No.
No one can turn water to wine.
Nope.
but people believe in it
Yeah, yeah.
because when they do
Or Virgin
die,
Mary just magically had God's child.
but people have that belief, but especially, you know, throughout their life, so that they, you know, so it's a greater good that they do good and
Go
stuff,
to
and
heaven.
they
Yeah, yeah,
follow,
yeah.
the right
Mm-hmm.
things, which is absolutely fine.
Yeah, yeah.
But there's also like that's not, some of those bits aren't real, and
No,
we know that's not
agreed.
real. That can't happen.
Agreed.
But is that why you think the Big Bang Theory happened, so that you can be like, oh, then it's not a simulation. This isn't this isn't fake potentially.
I don't know. I don't know. I think for common sense,
Hmm.
the most common sense way to think how this earth was created was not God decided to put Adam and Eve on it and, oh, I'm just going to plant a tree there, blah, blah, blah. I can't believe that to be true.
Why would it then, fair, and I kind of agree with you, by the
Mm-hmm.
way, but there'll be people that don't. But why then would the common sense approach be the Big Bang Theory?
I do think
Because someone's told you that.
but I do think there's probably a bit more scientific proof.
Where?
I don't know.
I can't. I actually said this to you
Here we
yesterday,
go.
and this is the reason why I struggle to believe in both of those things.
But this
By the
is
way,
my belief, by the way.
of course it is. No,
Yeah.
of course, no. We're not going to turn into woke monsters here and be like, no, it's your belief. We know that it's
Drinking
not
matcha.
it's not a problem. Yeah, it's not a problem. But what I'm saying is when you've got a scientist who believes the Big Bang Theory, but is also believes in Christianity, that contradicts both of those
I agree.
arguments.
I
So
agree.
that's, for me, it's like,
Yeah.
it doesn't make
I'd
sense.
rather go with some fact than no fact whatsoever.
Yeah.
So it's very hard. Nobody was around, so nobody really knows what happens. And I think scientists will agree to that. Nobody really knows. They all do go by a theory.
Yeah.
But there is also some elements of fact behind it. So, and it could be a tiny little bit of evidence of anything. And they go, my theory of this. Whereas, you know, when we look at how God created, like blah, 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 there's no evidence of that. And I think, especially in those days when, you know, they used to believe that, you know, when it thundered, oh, it's God, or it's this, it's that, because they could not understand that it was weather. We now know it's weather, but back like many of million years
Get it
ago,
out, spit it out.
yeah, they didn't have any of that. So their only logical reason is that somebody was doing, or they did know it was a simulation, and who they refer to as God was the creator of the game. So it's really difficult. It's really difficult. But I can't believe in something that of our generation today, nobody's ever come back from the dead.
No.
Nobody's just fallen pregnant miraculously. Like it just doesn't happen.
And that's the reason why. So when, again, it goes back to the belief thing for me. I can only believing something that I can kind of look to as potentially something that's real. So when I think of the simulation theory, for example, I can look at a game and the AI stuff that's coming out now and go,
it's scary.
fuck, that could be us. That
Yeah.
could actually be us
Because
in a few years' time.
We can go a little bit further now, like into the future, and go, so you're sticking with the simulation theory. That's fair. Because I believe in the Big Bang Theory, and I think, you know, we come from microorganisms, then the fish goes on to land, evolution. It like, and then, you know, monkey to man, blah, blah, blah. Because to me, that probably is the most common thing.
It's what we've been told.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
But then something, now this is what I believe in, something has happened along the way, okay? And on our timeline, there has been a shift in the matrix. There's something dodgy that has happened that I cannot get my head around.
Yeah.
And one of them is definitely the Mandela effect.
Yeah.
And
explain what the Mandela effect is, though.
So the Mandela effect is, the reason why it's called the Mandela effect is because when Nelson Mandela died, everybody witnessed his funeral, the coffin, his wife. Everybody has that vivid memory. Turns out that never actually happened. He was still alive. And this is why they call it the Mandela effect. So basically, it's when everybody believes, no matter how many years ago, whether you're a child or an adult, that something was one thing, but actually it's not. So, for example, the Monopoly Man.
Yeah.
Everybody remembers the Monopoly Man as having a little monocle.
I thought it was not the Pringle. No, or was it the Monopoly
I
Man?
think it's the Monopoly Man.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
has a
yeah,
monocle.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
He doesn't have a monocle.
No.
Another one is, now, this is where it gets me.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, please, I need people in the chat to confirm this for me. I remember cheese and onion Walkers being blue.
Yeah. They still are blue.
No, green. Sorry. The other way around. So I remember cheese and onion crisps for Walkers were green and salt and vinegar used to be blue.
No.
Yes. 100%.
Walkers.
Yep.
No, because there are some crisps that, like, if I think of squares, they're blue.
No,
for salt and
exactly.
vinegar.
So why is that? But Walkers are not. Walkers changed. I know for a fact.
Really?
Cheese and onion always used to be green. Always.
Walkers?
Yep.
Or are you just talking about any other brands? I can't remember it being blue.
But if you go to, like, think of Tesco's own brand, their cheese and onion is also blue. Salt and vinegar are green.
But squares, if you go squares, they're blue.
Why? Walkers. Why? Why is that blue?
Don't fucking know.
Yeah. And I'm telling you now, I remember it clear as day. Now, another Mandela effect that freaked me out yesterday that I was convinced of, that I've even got my dad involved.
Yeah,
with
you've
this.
reached out to a lot of people. You've got your contacts involved in this.
I got because my dad's not on social media. My dad's not big on like TV and stuff like that. My dad's very nostalgic, very old fashioned. Now, another Mandela effect was in the film Moonraker, James Bond Moonraker. If anybody remembers that film growing up, Jaws, who had the metal mouth, he falls in love with this little dainty girl with pigtails. She's got blonde hair and glasses. Okay, she looks like a little Russian girl. And he gives a big cheesy grin, showing his little metal mouth. She smiles back and she's got braces. And the whole point is they both got metal mouths, so they fall in love. Okay. I only found out last night that she doesn't have braces. Now, I reached out to my sister that's at home with my dad, and she was like, I'm going to ask Dad. My dad has confirmed she definitely wears braces. My dad's a massive...
And he doesn't really go on social media or anything.
Not on social media.
He's not like that.
No. And he's still got he still watches videos.
Yeah, VHSs.
He's got all of the James Bond film. This is why I remember it so much, because I grew up with all of that.
Yeah.
And I remember that like 100%. I'm clear in my mind with that. So my sister is going to do the honours and watch that film today to confirm.
We've got people doing the legwork for us on this. Don't worry about it.
Oh my God. But apparently she doesn't wear braces, but I'm telling you now, she wears braces.
Yeah.
So I remember it clear as day. So that's the Mandela effect, and there's loads of them.
I think there is like...
There's loads of them.
I think we've all come across something where we're like, wait, I swear Kit Kat had the dash in it.
Yeah.
I think we've all but then...
Well, and Snow White as well, with, what does the witch say in the mirror?
I don't know. I don't watch.
Everybody goes, mirror, mirror on the wall. She never says that. She says magic mirror on the wall.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's little things like that.
Do you remember we did that ET thing? Where it's not ET phone home. It's ET home phone.
So where does that come from? There's loads of them.
I think it's ET. I reckon he's fucked us all up.
So even though I do believe in evolution, I don't know whether technology has come into it so much that it's done a shift somewhere. So maybe this is where I'm torn, because I do believe in the simulation to some extent. Probably not the way that you look at it, because I can't comprehend, or the thought of somebody's like playing a computer game and we're just left to it. I like to still believe that this is real. Like, I'm touching myself and I am real. I'm a real human being. I'd hate to think that actually all of this is for nothing.
Yeah, like the table's not real and stuff like that. Yeah.
Can you imagine that all of this would have been for nothing?
No, but that's not what I'm saying. That's not the simulation theory, though, is it? It is real to us, but it's not to someone else. This is what I'm saying.
People talk about that, don't they? Actually,
but the Mandela effect is a huge one. Deja vu is another one.
Yeah.
Like, I can't understand. Like, everyone's had deja vu. That feeling is like so real, and it's like your brain doesn't really know what's it's confused. If your brain's
deja vu is you have experienced whatever you just felt just then in that moment in another lifetime.
But because we had this argument before. We had this argument, but my argument is I could have deja vu speaking to someone different but about the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
it.
but you have had that conversation. You just
Mm,
don't remember it.
mm,
And that's why your brain has stored that as a memory.
mm,
You know, it's happened. That's
mhm.
why your brain's gone, "Oh, we've had this conversation before."
Yeah,
It's why deja vu
it's
happens.
fucking weird, deja vu.
Yeah.
It's something I really
Yeah.
I like. It freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah.
It does.
And that's where the Mandela effect comes into it as well. So,
Mm,
mo somewhere along the line, everybody walks on a timeline. That's how I look at it. Everybody's on a little timeline.
mhm,
On some occasions, I don't know how many times, maybe just once, maybe a few times, the
mhm,
timeline breaks and a new timeline begins.
mhm,
So this is why people remember something that happened that actually is no longer true,
mm.
like the Mandela effect, because it's now not on this new timeline. But people are like, no, but I remember that.
No,
So,
but deja vu for me sometimes it's not something that I remember.
no, no, no.
It's like it's I've said it and I'm like, swear I've said that before, but I can't remember saying that
Yeah, so
before.
deja vu is obviously slightly different to the Mandela effect, but it's the same thing.
Mhm,
Where somewhere along the line, your
mm.
timeline, I apologize,
Oh,
your
this is when she's getting
timeline,
passionate.
I am going very passionate.
Jesus.
Your timeline is broke. So you're starting a new timeline, but your brain will still remember memories that you no longer
Mhm,
actually remember.
mhm,
You don't remember it, but your brain's like, oh, there's a memory stored in the back of your brain somewhere.
mm,
That rings a bell.
mhm,
Happened.
mm,
Yeah, I believe in deja vu. So this is where I get lost in the whole simulation.
mhm.
I really do.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. We can talk about the pyramids as well now.
Well, actually, no, I
Oh,
wanted to,
you want to go back a little bit? I'm jumping.
yeah, sorry,
Very
I wanna
excited.
talk about the moon
Okay, go on then.
because some say it rings like a bell.
Yeah, where did that come from?
So there's I can't remember what book it was in, but there was when they sent up like an Apollo, like a what do they call them, rovers or whatever they are, to go and land on the moon, pick some rocks up, and it crashed into the moon.
Hmm.
And they said it rang like a bell for like an
Who said
hour.
it?
The like NASA, the people that sent it up there, because they obviously had the mics in it, and then they had a like a spaceship sort of thing, one of the round ones that they send up and they observe Earth and all that.
Hmm.
That also hit the moon, and they said that because that was so big, it rang for like 3 hours or something, like a bell, like a not like a
Like a
ding.
vibration.
Yeah, it was like a vibration or like a noise they were like, that's weird. It's
Mm.
like it was hollow. Obviously, you could anyone we could all just go, well, that's just are they just saying that for like to make a story, to make it interesting, and to cover up maybe the fact that it didn't work and they crashed into the moon. But years ago, and I'm pretty sure it was like the Mayans, or it was somewhat, it was a civilization, something, a meteor hit into the moon. And they I can't remember who it is, but it's in one of their books. It's not a religious book, but it's a bit like a documentation, like what the Mayans, or I can't remember who it is,
Hmm.
but something hit into the moon. They said it rang like a bell for hours, and that was like thousands and
Well,
thousands
the
of years
Mayans are the
ago.
ones that created the calendar.
They created the calendar,
Yeah.
but with the moon, like basically the theory is that the moon is hollow. They
Hmm.
reckon the moon is hollow, and there's actually something more going on inside of the moon. And this is kind of, I'm a bit like, might be a stretch, but I watched a video yesterday on TikTok. Actually, it's funny when you talk about it, and then all of a sudden it all comes
Oh
up.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
The algorithm.
they made a good point about the craters. Like the craters, normally a crater is round.
Hmm.
It's like it hits and then it's rounded like
Yeah, yeah.
that. The ones on the moon, they're not rounded. They go in flat and then come back up
Do
again.
they?
They're like a weird crater. Yeah,
Yeah.
and bearing in mind, these are meteors that have hit the moon. Like if that hit Earth, you're creating a massive hole,
Hmm.
and there's loads of them. Also, we only see one half of the moon. We don't see the whole moon, the way that it's connected to the Earth.
Hmm.
And you remember they went round the moon, didn't they? And they didn't live stream it. They didn't do any of that. They took pictures that
Well,
then
they
took,
can't. It would be just pitch black, wouldn't it?
it took days to get those pictures back.
Hmm.
So they were saying that there was like half the moon you can't see, which is kind of strange, or half the moon that we've never really ever seen. Also, the moon is I think it was like quarter of the size of the Earth, basically, and it is the exact same distance for size as the Earth is to the sun. So the sun, so we get eclipse, like it's perfect. That doesn't happen anywhere else in the solar system, but it happens on our moon, which is really,
Mm.
really like coincidental. So yeah, and the metals and the materials that are on the moon are like metal. they're like a metal that could be technically under the crust.
Mm.
Yeah, there was all of these. I don't know. I don't know what the
Again, you've got
the
this way. You've
moon
got to be
is.
careful on social media because
Yeah,
anybody can create a story of anything.
yeah,
I want the proof. Give
yeah.
me the proof. I
We don't
need that.
have the
No,
proof.
exactly. So
This is the whole thing around belief. There's
yeah,
no proof.
there's no
But
proof.
again, it's like some of the things they were saying, like it's got no magnetic pull, no magnetic field. The moon,
Mm-hmm.
but when they pulled they brought the rocks back on the rover. It had a magnetic pull on it. So it's like,
Yeah.
how did that? Why is that?
I
Why
don't
has that
know.
happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, the moon is really interesting. The moon is
Do you
probably
think that
as interesting.
it's like the control?
It's a control room.
It's the
Yeah,
control
that's where they're
room.
looking at us. You
Yeah.
know the Truman Show.
Yeah. Don't.
That's the
That
moon.
film freaks me out.
That's the moon.
I grew up thinking that I was being watched. No matter, I was too scared to go to the toilet, like
Yeah, yeah.
everything. Like
Yeah.
it's a scary.
I have
thought.
to wank under the covers
Gee,
because I don't want them to see
they
me.
know what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah, I know, but I don't want them to
Yeah.
see me in the
Yeah, and
flesh.
everybody's at the pub watching it, eating their popcorn.
Yeah,
Yeah. Go on, 4th time today. Go on, son.
Asian lesbians. He's going for the Asian lesbians this time. Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, these are know your style.
You have to. The thing is you have to laugh about this sort of stuff because it can get like too deep.
Oh, come on.
And it can freak you out as well.
It does. If you,
it can really like freak you
and
out.
when we talk about the moon,
Mhm.
my belief, the moon landing never happened.
Oh,
I'm
God.
sorry. How can we in the 1960s have a rocket perfectly go up, la 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 la, land on the moon?
La 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 la.
la la la.
Is that how you thought it happened?
I could just see them in there, like just singing along, like woo, yeah.
Okay.
Land on the moon perfectly.
Mhm.
They all get out, prance around, plant a flag.
Yeah.
Even though the flag apparently moves, even though it shouldn't move because there's no air up there. Because
Mhm.
otherwise, why they got like big oxygen tanks on?
Mhm.
Get back in their little rocket, travel back, land back safely, all live recorded.
Yeah.
Everything was recorded live.
Yeah.
Everybody could watch it perfectly.
Yeah.
Yet since then,
Mhm.
hold on, 60 years later,
Yeah.
we have never been able to do that since.
No.
In 60 years, with the technology, Elon Musk is a trillionaire and he still struggles to get a decent enough rocket.
No, he's got a rocket that can go to the moon. It's not like it's going to the moon. It's like he has to
He's had
sign it
so
off.
many failures.
But he has to have, but
Yeah,
you of course
course.
you're going to, but they have to, he has to go through like the regulations just to go to the moon.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. But yet that happened so perfectly, live streamed
Yeah.
in the 60s.
But didn't some blow up before they went to the moon?
Maybe.
Challenger, was it?
Yeah, maybe.
The only reason I know that was because when I was at school, we had our own, there was 4 houses and what they were all named after the rockets.
Yeah.
And I was Challenger. But
Yeah.
it is, I think the thing is, when it's really hard, unless you physically have been there or seen it, you're always going to have doubt. And I think it's the
Yeah.
same with anyone,
It's the
innit?
same with
You're
anything,
always,
yeah.
especially when it's something that big, you know, like
I
you'd
just
like.
think, why has it not been done since? And I know your argument is, well, there's nothing up there.
No, there's not. That is my argument. Yeah,
But
yeah.
like
Why would they go to the moon?
But scientists will always want to keep like
But there's.
wanting evidence to look at stuff. They do it all the time.
But I think there's more on the Earth
Yeah.
to figure
Yeah,
out
there
than
is.
the moon. The moon's useless.
But the
really.
technology always improves.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, you're right.
data always that scientists always want data. Always, always, always. Scientists just don't go to one place and never go back to that place ever again.
Mhm.
They keep coming back.
Yeah.
You know, especially when data evolves and stuff.
Mhm.
So I'm just telling you now, a scientist who was so NASA's massive. Space is a very intriguing place.
Mhm.
We're still learning about our own universe, even though we've known all of our planets for God knows how many years. We're
Yeah.
still trying to reach out to the furthest point we possibly can.
Yep.
We are still collecting data. We still collect data on the sun, like trying to get as close to the sun as possible, blah, blah,
Do you
blah,
know
blah.
the sun? The sun's so big you can fit 1,000,000 Earths in it. And then I saw this thing. I saw this video. The sun can fit 1,000,000 Earths into it. Think of an eye on a page and the dot. The dot is the sun. the galaxy is then the size of the Earth.
Crazy.
Think about that for a minute.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Think about that. The dot on an I is the sun.
Yeah.
Then that eye on that bit of paper, the Milky Way, the galaxy, is then the size of the Earth. How big it is.
It's crazy. Yeah. You can't actually. Your brain is not capable of trying to understand how big the universe is, because even our galaxy alone is a dot on a page compared to what's beyond that. You know what I mean?
And what else is like that? No Man's Sky. That game.
Very scary.
Yeah.
And
it's got millions of planets on that game. Millions.
Yeah. And I do think it's got to be impossible. We're the only planet floating around doing its own little thing while everybody's living on it, living their best life. I'm telling you now, in another galaxy, there's got to be other planets perfectly aligned with their sun, their orbit, do you know what I mean? We can't just be the only one. We can't be. Out of all the millions and trillions and gillions of whatever.
Gillions? I don't think that's a word.
Oh, I'm
Gillions
going with
are
it.
chocolate.
I know.
I don't like their chocolate.
I don't mind it.
I agree though, yeah.
Yeah, it's just physically impossible.
It's scary either way, because if there's loads of aliens, where are they?
Yeah.
And if there isn't any aliens, why is there no aliens?
Yeah, we can't be the only ones.
Because they must have died off.
Yeah.
They didn't survive long enough to go and reach other people or reach other beings.
Yeah. How have we survived? How have we survived? I just don't get it. Because a lot of people on this planet are just not that.
How do you survive in a game?
Don't know.
Because you're playing it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Unless you're playing Cuphead, then it's a bit different. But yeah, 500 deaths on that game I've got.
Yeah.
So,
but then if we talk about the pyramids now, because I love talking. I'm so invested.
I like the pyramids.
I do like the pyramids.
Yeah.
Pyramids of Giza we're talking about in particular.
Egypt.
Yeah, in Egypt. So their three main pyramids, they say, are in perfect alignment of the 3 stars of Orion's belt in the sky. Now, I said this to you yesterday. When or where, how, whatever, when they were created, you can't be building over thousands and thousands of years, because it didn't take them a week. Took them a very, very, very long time with the stars and the sky and moving around all the time. There has to have been something also up looking down to make sure that the pyramids are in perfect alignment of the Orion's belt. So there's that for the starters of the pyramid. So of that time, you had to be a really, really good astronomer. Astronomer? Is that the right word?
Grammar police is coming out.
Astronomer.
I can't believe that moment when you said on stream, I am the grammar police. I do not like... And you've fallen down many times.
What is it then?
Astronomer.
That's what I said.
Astronomer. And astronomer.
Yeah. It's the same thing, aren't you?
Yeah, but I'm not going around like woo, 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 woo.
Oh, is that your impression of an ambulance?
The police.
Oh, the police.
No, not the ambulance. I'm coming... Jesus Christ. Brains are fried.
Yeah.
This is the problem. When you start thinking about this sort of stuff, your brain gets fried.
It does. So again, talking about the pyramids, physically impossible for men with no tools, no equipment.
Why not women, though?
Because women are not going to be moving this. Women are birthing. Women are doing the babies.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't start with me.
They're out mowing the lawn out by the fucking pyramids. Oh my God.
There is no lawn.
Yeah.
They live on sand.
Sorry, go on. Yeah, they're brushing the sand up, raking it.
Yeah. There's just no way, because each brick is like 100 tons.
Yeah.
They're massive bricks.
Some are heavier than that. Some of the granite ones are,
Granite. Come on. So each brick is carved perfectly. Then apparently they were carved hundreds of miles away as well.
Yeah.
So they are carved perfectly, then brought along, and then the pyramid, which is how tall?
I don't know.
Who put that last brick on top?
I don't know.
Who did that?
I don't know.
There's no evidence whatsoever of any technology around, not even technology. Where is any of their equipment?
Well, I saw a theory that...
Who does that?
There was giants.
Oh. And they're actually picking up little, like, tiny little blocks.
Yeah.
No, there's this. And so what they believe is that there's the lost technology. So
Mhm.
this is where I do believe along the timeline of civilization,
Mhm.
something has happened
Mhm.
where everything got reset.
Mhm.
Everything was wiped out.
Mhm.
Because we can look at history, we can dig a big hole and go, "Oh, look, that was from Victorian times, that was from Roman times. Look at this little clay pot." Like,
Mhm.
oh, I mean, come on, we found a king, his fucking skeleton remains under a
But
car
that's not
park.
but that's not old. The what we're this is what I mean. That
Yeah, it's about
stuff that
12,000 years ago we're going back.
this is like
But
yeah,
still,
it's a long time ago.
still, there is nothing,
Yep.
nothing. And then you've got to understand the inside of a pyramid.
Mhm.
Who the hell
Mhm.
has created all of those pathways, catacombs, everything? The brickwork is, again, like you said, too perfect.
Mhm.
Far too perfect of a time where they literally only had tiny little chisels.
Well,
It's
no, but
physically impossible.
the tiny that's what you think. This is what we're told. No one, again, with the pyramids is just like fucking mind-boggling because
Yeah.
it's so big. And we were talking about the Sphinx, weren't we, as well?
Oh.
Like, it's not just yeah. And there's these like massive statues in like India
Mm-hmm.
of like these like whether
Perfectly carved in.
I don't know if they're like no, they're not carved in. They're like they're just sculptures, but they're fucking huge. I think they're like religious or something like that. But you look at them and you're like,
Who
that
did that?
doesn't make sense
Yeah.
either.
Who did that?
It's like someone's like carved that and then they've dropped it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it feels
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if we talk about the Sphinx,
Yeah.
again, the Sphinx is looking in perfect um, view of
Hmm.
when the spring equinox happens
Yeah.
in Egypt. So it's like the first day of March or whatever, or when March happens, when spring comes in,
Hmm.
that first sunrise of spring
Hmm.
in Egypt, the Sphinx is looking directly at the sun when
Hmm.
the sun rises. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
It's in perfect view. But again, the architectural work of the Sphinx is crazy.
Yeah.
Like the carvings of, even if you look at the paws, you can see there's individual bricks put in. Bearing in mind these are like massive bricks, but they're curved as well to
Hmm.
make the paws and stuff.
Yeah.
And they also talk about that actually it wasn't a sphinx at first, it was a lion to represent Leo.
Hmm.
Because obviously the stars or whatever.
Yeah.
And then over time, erosion, water erosion.
Yeah.
They say actually that at one point it
Well,
was flooded or
what happens when it rains sometimes here? There's like sand left on the
yeah.
cars, isn't there?
Mhm.
They normally say a desert was before it was a desert, it was normally like a lake or a river
Mhm.
or it was like a
And it just
rainforest
dried out.
where
Yeah.
it yeah, it
Yeah.
rains
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
And the water erosion, they actually reckon that Sphinx is a lot deeper than what it actually is
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
well because
And a
it's
lot
covered by loads of
older.
sand.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
wasn't done at the same time as the pyramids either.
No.
But they think that it's had rework done. So the Sphinx now has got obviously like the Egyptian head piece on. And they
Yeah.
say that it's a different type of stone.
Yeah.
So that was put on a lot later
Mm.
than the actual Sphinx was made.
Crazy.
It's mental when you think about it because
I do
nobody can actually evidence
no.
how they were put there.
Do you know what? I hope that it was they made that. I hope they built that.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be cool.
I would that I would want nothing more than they were like, yep, look, we
Thousands
found
of
it.
men putting up
We've
all
no, not
these.
even that. Like we found what it was. This is what it was. I would love and nothing more than that.
Mm,
I can't
you
believe that.
can't
I can't believe
because it's physically
it's physically
impossible.
impossible.
Yeah,
And what? Oh, well, they had thousands and thousands of slaves. No, they're not good. You because they weren't fed properly. They weren't like looked after. So you're not going to be able to use
it would have
those.
still taken them
It's too
hundreds of
perfect. Again,
years.
it's too perfect.
Yeah,
And they're not the only pyramids they've seen. They've seen pyramids in like South America,
there's
in
loads
like the
everywhere.
Amazon forest
But
and
they talk
stuff.
about some of the pyramids that are now like not really standing as well as the ones in Egypt, like they've collapsed and stuff.
Yeah.
That again, that they were trying to mimic these pyramids, but due to again numbers, civilization,
Mm.
what they had of that time, none of them have been able to to last or
I
be completed.
I always think as well, why Egypt?
I think it's got something to do with it's a holy place, isn't it? I don't know.
There's holy places
I don't
everywhere. Like,
know.
that's not
Yeah, I
no,
don't know. Maybe they're just because they had the land. Like, look at this big space. Let's build a pyramid
it's
here.
not it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
I can't envision, especially when we can say it today,
Mm,
of all the technology. I mean, we have cranes, we have big equipment. We can build skyscrapers. We can build anything that we want. Look at the bridges that we can think about a bridge, for example, especially like
yeah.
ones in America or big countries and stuff where their big pillars go under the water. Like it can hold
Mhm,
like thousands of cars and they are like hundreds of miles long.
mhm,
Like how does that the structure of that
mhm.
is actually when you think about it is crazy.
Yeah,
But we can prove how we did that.
yeah.
Oh look, we've got this equipment, we've done this, we've done that. There's nothing.
No,
There's nothing.
no.
Like, I'm sorry, but how it's not even how they got there. It's the perfect alignment
Mhm.
of the stars.
But again, this is with the pyramids. The pyramids is a great example of it's all theory. No one really
No,
knows.
they don't.
No one, and that's the mystery of it, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a bit like Stonehenge, isn't it? And it's
Stonehenge,
you know,
another
the
one.
Tepe Island, with the big stone faces that are just like
Yeah.
randomly in the
They go
ground.
meters under the ground as
Yeah,
well.
like no one really knows what all of this stuff is. Like,
No.
how did it get there?
Yeah.
And again, I go back to the simulation theory. If you was gonna make a game, or you was gonna make something where you're like, oh, let's see like what happens here. Would you not drop big stone faces? Would you not go, oh, I tell you what, let's this random place in the middle of the earth, pretty much near the equator, let's put these pyramids because we've got these stars up here. So we've got the stars, and this is a belt, and they're all lining up. Why don't we make those pyramids that are impossible to build for any civilization to come, man, woman, whatever? Let's make it say link up with the stars. That's what you would do. And this is the reason why I'm so like, when I think of like Russia, oh, let's make that really cold. Oh, Australia, let's make it really, really hot, and it's got like the most poisonous animals on the planet. Let's put it there. It's too
Mm.
coincidental.
No.
It's too coincidental.
So yeah, I see that's where I struggle.
Let's put the greatest gamer of all time in the UK.
In Bexhill of all places.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Anyway,
Mhm.
see, I find that difficult to believe.
Mhm.
But what I do believe is that
Oh, sorry.
the Earth has done its thing, evolution has happened, whatever. But somewhere along the timeline, I think we got so advanced, way advanced than what we are now, but not far off, but way advanced than, like, when you look at those futuristic films and there's flying spaceships and all that kind of stuff. I think at some point along the line, we got so advanced and then something happened and it was wiped.
Mhm.
And basically civilization had to start again.
Mhm.
That is what I believe, because you can only go so far back in history. And then there's a moment where you're like, hold on a minute. What happens there? So we talk about it in school. You go back to like Henry VIII, you go back like to Tudor times, you can go back to King Arthur and the Night Table, where they all just march in their castles, whatever, blah blah blah, fighting each other, arrows from stuff. What happened before that? Vikings, stuff like that. But then I swear that there's like a period of time where nobody really knows what happens.
What happens when you play a game and you put 150 hours into that game? All of a sudden, everything's really to the highest level. It's evolved to the top.
Mm,
Yeah, I want to start that from scratch. You just start a new game. You refresh it. You
yeah,
keep that save to the left,
yeah.
and you do another save. Everything links back
Oh, see,
to the
that's
simulation
yeah,
theory,
it's a
and
really
I
horrible
get it, and I
thought.
get it, and look, and people that believe in religion, I wish I could.
Yeah,
I
same
really wish I
here.
could, and I wish I could believe the scientists. I really do. Like, I read around the dinosaurs and stuff,
Mm,
but my belief here is I can't, and it's because of what I'm seeing around me,
yeah,
and the thing, and my upbringing.
yeah.
I played video games for years. I've played video games for years, all the different types of video
Mm,
games. And there's some things where like I see or I feel and I'm like, I swear I've played that in a
Yeah.
video game before. It's all very, very perfect.
Yeah. And do you know
It's so. Do you know what I love? I love hearing everyone's beliefs.
Yeah, yeah.
I love hearing everyone's
Well, it's
different thoughts.
controversial, isn't it? You know, it's good
It's
to
not
know.
it's not controversial though,
Mm.
because it's what you believe,
Yeah.
and you should never feel wronged or right,
No, you
or you
shouldn't.
should never feel right and you should never feel wronged about it,
Mhm.
because it's your belief,
Yeah,
it's how
yeah.
you feel. It's
Yeah.
the same with anything.
Mhm.
It's the same, like, I hate matcha, but I'm sure people love matcha,
Yeah, but that's
but it's
more
but
like
it but
your
it's
taste is
but
different, isn't it?
it's very intriguing,
Yeah.
because I've spoken to people that also believe in the simulation
Mhm.
theory, but they have a different, like,
Yeah, yeah.
thought on it,
Yeah, yeah.
and I'm like, "Oh, I didn't think of it like
Yeah,
that,"
yeah.
So I think
It's interesting,
it's
because
interesting.
again, my family,
Yeah.
especially my mum's side,
Yeah.
very religious.
Very
If you
religious.
speak with my great auntie on the phone, she'll God bless her over the
Yeah,
phone.
yeah, yeah.
God bless, God bless, God
Yeah,
bless.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
When my nan passed, we had
Yeah,
the priest come in, like saying prayers over her and stuff. And,
yeah,
it meant so much to my nan.
yeah.
So, a lot of us stood there and
But
felt it, but
it
my uncle did not. He was like, I can't be here and witness it, because
which
he
is
doesn't
fair,
believe in that,
which is fair.
which is fair.
But that, I think that was the reason why, that when the Charlie Kirk stuff happened,
Mm,
it wasn't because, oh, I agree with everything he says. No, it was nothing to do with that. He was just so clear in his
he
mind.
was,
And
yeah.
we know people across the
And then,
board that have different
yeah.
religions, different beliefs, they believe in science,
Hmm.
they believe in this. When they're so clear in their mind, I can only respect that
Yeah.
more than
Whether you agree with it or not.
people who flip flop. When people start flip flopping, it's like, you don't really know, do you?
Mm,
You're not really, like, believe. You don't have that belief in your own. You're not
yeah.
clear in your mind, so
Yeah.
it's easier to
As long as you're not being preached at it, I'm
yeah.
not a fan of Jehovah Witnesses coming knocking on
Oh,
the door,
fuck no,
but but
Jesus
that is their
Christ.
purpose. And it's really weird if you think about
It's what they
Jehovah's
believe
actually.
in,
It's
isn't it?
what they
Exactly.
believe. But Jehovah's is not Christianity. So they believe it to some extent, but they have a different way of believing it. So
Mm,
then you start thinking about all of the other religions that are around the world. You know, you believe in a God,
mhm,
but all of these gods are different. So where does that come from then? Because if majority of people believe that there was only one God, that Christian God who puts, Adam and Eve on earth, and he's the father of Jesus, all that kind of stuff.
mhm,
Where do all of these other religions then come into play? And I know that's just an educational piece more than anything, because we've not really needed to think about other religions. And
mhm.
again, this depends on your upbringing and your family and stuff, but it's just interesting to go, where do all of these other gods and religions come in?
Mhm.
Where does all of that come from? You know?
Yeah.
Because there's only one Bible. We know that there's only one Bible. But then I just think too many people along the timeline, long, long, long time ago, have put their beliefs and their thoughts of going, I believe this to be true. Now, I believe to be this true. Well, I'm going to write a book about it then. And I think everybody then just gets carried away. And as civilization grows,
Mhm.
depending on your belief, you
Yeah.
kind of attach yourself to that. Well, that makes more sense to me. No, but
Yeah.
makes more sense to me. And then I think it kind of goes on like that.
Yeah.
But then it gets lost along the way.
Mhm.
And then it becomes, like you said, when war happens and it's about religion and stuff, and it's
Yeah.
all about, well, my God says it. No, 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 but that's just your choice
Mhm.
to believe in that.
Do you know what I
And
think's really do you know what I think's really interesting is because a lot of people are, like, born into
yeah,
religion,
yeah,
so they're religious
yep,
through, like, family and stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I think for me and probably you, we were never born into religion, and it was never something that was like, oh, you have to be a Christian, or you have to be this, or you
Hmm.
have to be that.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think for us, it's always a little bit more. You're always a bit more hesitant when you don't know it from day
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Like, I think when I think about religion, I do struggle with, because
It's
there's
different.
so much, and there's so
Yeah,
many different
yeah,
religions, where you kind of like, well, that's kind of the same as that one,
yeah,
but slightly different. Like,
yeah,
why would it be different?
yeah,
Why wouldn't they all be the same?
yeah. But I think
Um,
the end goal is that no matter what religion that you believe in, it's all about what happens after death.
well, no, I think it's all about being a good person.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
Yeah.
if you truly think about it, most religions, pretty much all of them, the main premise, there's, like, bits in every different one.
Hmm.
It's about being a good person,
Yeah.
but you don't have to have a religion to be a good
No, no, no.
person. But I think I think that's like the premise
Yeah.
of them, innit? That's kind of the whole
Yeah,
point of
you be
it.
a good person, you go to heaven, even though there's no proof of heaven.
Mm.
But I think people turn to religion for peace of mind. Do
Yep.
you know what I mean? Like, so for my nan, for example,
Yeah.
because she was divorced twice and she was a very Christian
Tut,
woman.
tut, tut, tut,
Yeah,
tut.
she believed that she was sinned. So,
Yeah.
you know, she then got herself baptized, and we watched all of that, and it meant so much to my.
What, as an older lady?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, did she?
Yeah. We watched her get dunked under the water and everything. Yeah.
Cool,
I'd say
nice.
she must have been like in her 60s or something.
Nice, okay.
Yeah. But it meant so much to her. I
Yeah.
remember when me and my sister, we got pulled to, she wanted us to go to church with her, like to a service, because it was Remembrance Sunday or something.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, they're all there and they're all like, oh, preaching and singing. And,
Mm-hmm.
you know, yeah, I look at it and I go, this is really weird because I'm not used to it. But my nan's crying. Like, it means so much to her.
Yeah.
But I never really understood why.
Because it's belief.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This is what it all comes back
Yeah,
to, belief.
It's crazy.
Belief is so
Yeah.
important.
But then I can flip it and go, I don't really believe in religion
Mhm.
because, you know, otherwise, why, if God's such a good person, why does all this bad stuff happen? Blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
yeah.
But you know, my fear on death and getting old and stuff. I cannot believe that there's nothing after life.
Mhm.
I cannot just believe that the light is switched off. You know nothing. You feel nothing. There's just nothing.
Mhm.
So I have to believe that there's two things that I believe in, actually. Either there is another place after life, whether it's heaven.
Yeah.
You call it heaven, but a
Or
nice.
hell, potentially for you.
Your
'cause-
hell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, a lot of people go to hell.
yeah,
I mean, it's just me.
exactly. So you believe in that because it gives you peace of mind.
Yeah.
Instead of just being stuck in the
Which,
ground.
and I get that. I actually think this is what I mean. It's why I
Yeah.
kind of envy people who are religious, because you have that.
Because they're clear in their mind, no matter what happens, they're going
Yeah.
to be safe.
Yeah,
There's a nice place that they're going to afterwards.
Yeah,
there's a spot for them,
which is quite nice.
Which is
Yeah.
nice. It gives you peace.
Yeah.
But I also believe, if you think about the simulation theory, now if we talk about the universe is a constant cycle, and it just goes round and round and round. It's like the cycle of an apple from seed, it grows, apple, it then mulches back down, goes back into the ground, like you said, when a cow eats the grass, then the cow poops it out, then that goes back into the ground.
Fertilizer.
And it's the same with that. It's that, what's that word? Infinity kind of, and this is what they talk about with the universe. So it's just a constant cycle that goes round and round and round. And I generally do believe that this is why deja vu does come into it, or when you hear stories of children or adults going, oh, I remember being this kid and I was in this house and I got burnt in a fire. And then when they look at the history, it turns out there was a kid that was burnt hundreds of years ago in this fire. So reincarnation could actually be a thing. So I generally believe that after this life, I will be reborn somewhere else as a different person, not a thing. And life happens all over again. I will be a different person in a different time, in a different place. But I do think there's a constant loop that goes round and round and round and round.
You want to believe that.
I do want to believe that.
And I get that. And
because
actually,
I don't want life to ever just
no, stop.
Be done with.
And I get that. And a lot of people, it'd be interesting to see what everyone kind of thinks, actually, because obviously that we know that in our community, there's like people who are religious, people who aren't, people who probably don't really think about it, because you know it's not really something you kind of think about, but there are moments where you do kind of sit down. I think what was I going to say? I can't remember what I was going to say now. You were saying about I can't remember what you said now. It was something to do with like everything being. Can't remember.
Oh no.
Oh. This is what they're doing. You see the simulation. They're trying to work it.
Trying to.
Oh no, that was it. That's what I was going to say. If you was trying to, if you thought that if you was creating a world.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Get back to this. It just goes every time. And again, I could be wrong here, by the way. I could be massively wrong with this whole thing, but this is what I believe. But if you was trying to cover it up, so if you were like, oh my God, I think eventually these humans are going to or these people are going to find us out, how would you stop them from believing that?
Reset.
No. I'll tell you what, let's put religion in there, so they believe something else. Or let's put like scientists in there, so they say this is how it was actually created. It then defers you away from actually what what actually happened was, and I think this is the risk with like AI and stuff like that. I think the technology now, I think we will end up figuring it out. I
Well, I
really
think we're
do.
getting there, but I think that that's happened before, and this is
Yeah.
why
Reset.
start again. Hey, what are these pyramids doing here?
Yeah.
What are these big buildings doing
Yeah.
here? But we can't prove anything.
Wait, there's an iPad. What is this like iPad thing? Then all of a sudden it adds to what we've already
and then
done.
you look back at the Bible and they're talking about machinery and like helicopters and all that kind of stuff.
Or let me add something. Let me add a little sprinkle into this. Everyone tell us like what you think as well. And also, is the mics? Are the mics sounding good still?
Am I shouting
I just want to
again?
make no. I just want to make sure. No,
Yeah,
I think it'll be fine. What if the Earth did end in 2012 when they said the Mayans
when
said,
the Mayans calendar ended, because that was supposed to be
and
the end of
this
the
is
world.
not real.
Oh,
And
don't do that.
and technology is keeping us going in like a visual way.
I think it happened earlier than that. I think it happened when we hit the year 2000 with the millennium bug.
We need to. We're gonna have to do a clip of all of these fuck ups.
Thank you. I think that there was a glitch in the Matrix then. I think.
Oh, you're using the Matrix.
I am.
Okay.
I generally believe that with the Mandela effect, deja vu, I think goes way back. I think you could be talking about a past life, and that's why you've thought of that, not necessarily within your own timeline.
Don't tell me what I think.
I know. I'm just thinking that could be the whole universe because you've lived in because they talk about soulmates. They talk about soulmates that if you meet your soulmate in your current life, and I generally believe that I feel like I have, it's because we in a different time, in a different form, we have been together before, and then you find each other again like in the future.
I can't believe that.
And that's what they say soulmates are for. That's what they call it, soulmates, because you find your soul again that you had in a previous life. So that's what they generally believe.
I'd love if that is the truth. I'd love that if that was true. Yeah. I would, but I think this. It'll be interesting to know what everyone thinks because I'm like we're quite intrigued on everyone's thoughts. Like we're quite open minded. I would say we're quite open minded with things, and it would be good. It's always like anyone actually. I've got friends who are Muslim. I've got friends who are Christians. I've actually had I've known people who are Jewish. I've known people who are also Buddhists. So I think in the UK we're quite lucky with that because you do get a chance to kind of like and there are things you see. I think this is where being a non-religious person actually benefits us because you can take every little thing, like especially the good stuff from every religion, and actually become like a really good person. But yeah, I think it is interesting to like hear other people's beliefs and stuff.
But there's something new that
that's what makes conversation. That's what it is.
But there's something interesting that I heard new that I'd never heard of before that got my little brain thinking.
God.
And I was nearly told you last night, and you're like, no, save it. So I want everybody to think about this. Look at a normal clock. Set it to the exact same time on any digital clock. Over time, your digital clock will always be ahead. Time has got faster. So there has to be people playing around with it. There has to be, because digital times are never matching up with a clock. What time?
What?
So
how do you know that?
I heard it. I heard it, and somebody said, isn't it weird how everybody feels like recently time's just going so fast these days? Why does it feel like time is going really, really quick? Days go really quick. It does feel like that, doesn't it?
Depends, yeah. It depends what the day is.
It does feel like that. And then somebody said that a digital clock always seems to be ahead of time than a face clock now.
Analog clock, yeah.
An analog clock. And I've not been able to unsee it since. And now if we look at all of our normal clocks, none of them are in time with a digital clock anymore. And you got to think, when we reset it, when we put the clocks forward and the clocks back, we go, hey, what's the time? Oh, it's 11:30. Okay, 11:30. We set it to the exact same time. Over time, they always fall behind.
But how do you know that like analog clock's not just like a bit faulty?
Because it happens to all of the clocks. That one in the...
But that's mechanical, isn't it? This is like...
They've been using those clocks for a long, long time.
Yeah, you see, yeah, but I would think the digital stuff is more accurate.
It is, but I do think that they've sped it up a little bit. The digital clocks, this is what I'm saying, the digital clocks are all correct with all digital clocks because it's all set. It does it automatically for you.
Yeah.
And then when clocks go forward and clocks go back, our phones will do it all automatically for us now. But somebody who's got control, that's doing the control panel of it all, has sped up the time slightly.
Maybe.
And that's why it now feels quicker. This is when you talk about season change.
Yeah.
How are the seasons now starting to change? It's because time is not matching up to what we used to have before digital clocks came in.
Jesus.
Now you're not going to be able to unsee it. I promise you. Do you know what we'll do after this podcast? We'll make sure that all manual clocks are set to the exact same time of all of our digital clocks.
Yeah.
And watch over time. And I want everybody in the community as well to do the same. Watch over time. They will fall behind. Literally by about 5 minutes.
That'd be interesting. Be interesting to see.
Can't unsee it now. I'm not wrong. I'm telling you now, I'm not wrong. They've sped up time. They have sped up the time.
We spent ages talking about belief, and you're like, I'm not wrong. I am right.
I believe that I am right on this.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Could
I
be.
promise you.
Potentially, could be. Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. I can't unsee it now, and it really baffles me. So that's saying 28, and that's not 28.
Yeah, but that might just be, we might have just put that wrong.
No, because that one's wrong as well. They're all wrong.
Maybe it's the analog clocks now that are no good.
They all run off the same battery.
I always think if you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be inside a robot.
Yeah, you're quite happy to just go along with it, won't you?
I'll be in the back of a robot, don't you worry about me.
I bet you would.
Yeah.
Interesting though,
Jamie,
right?
we need you now. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Get me in.
I love talking about this kind of stuff.
This stuff is like really interesting. I think again, it's because we don't really know. Like there could be things where it's like, well, no, we've got this and we've got that to kind of prove it, but it's always a theory, so it's always like really, really tricky. Yeah, it's really, really tricky. But it's good to talk about.
Yeah,
it is.
But then we also then could flip it and go, how much? Because again, we are flooded. Look at the government, for example. We can bring the government involved with this.
Oh,
they will flood.
Fucking hell, we're gonna. We did not commit suicide.
No, but they will flood social media, TV with something to cover up something else. Okay, we know that. We know that there's a lot of corrupt stuff that are going on around the world that we do not know about. So when something big is going to happen, they're like, okay, look at COVID, for example. What exactly was all that about? Let's put something in that's going to just shock everybody, shit everybody up. Because we're all brainwashed. If they say, oh, this is what you got to do, hey, guess what? You got to do it. But yet our own government won't even go and do that thing that they're telling us to do. Why is that? Baffles me. So, and I do think sometimes you've got to be careful with scientists. Are they just putting that in place to make you believe it when actually none of it is true?
Yeah, it's all theory. All right, do you know what? Let's finish up on this.
Yeah.
Because we got other bits. We got some fun bits as well. My granddad, rest in peace to my granddad. He said, I remember this quote. He always said to me, he was like, sometimes it's best just not to think about it.
Yes.
You'll enjoy life an awful lot more.
Yeah.
And actually, I do think about, it's good to talk about it.
Yeah.
And it is good to have the theory. Yeah, you just can't. Because the thing is,
you have to live in the moment.
The thing is, we don't know. And we won't know.
No.
None of us will know.
No.
But it's interesting.
And we're never going to find the answers to it either.
No.
So
that's and that's what can be the most frustrating thing.
Yeah.
Is when you don't have answers to things.
It's not for us to know.
No.
But all we have to do is just live in the moment.
Maybe it's there for us to have that where we will never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. But I think because of how big social media is these days, and everybody has to be right in what they're saying. Everybody likes to put their 2 pence. It's interesting, but Not that deep.
Yeah, it's not that deep.
Not
Yeah,
that
yeah.
deep.
Yeah.
You ready to move on?
Yes. Yeah, yes.
Oh, I love it though.
Let's move on. Move on. No.
Right.
How's everyone? Everyone good? We've seen loads of the comments in there.
Yeah. What are they saying? What are they saying?
They're saying Lisa's wrong. Lisa's wrong. Lisa, you're an idiot. You're wrong. Jamie's right.
For a second, I thought you were being genuine. Who the hell said that? Unbelievable.
No. I hope the mics sound all good and stuff. Let us know if it doesn't. Let us know if there's like an echo. Let us know if those things, so we can sort it out.
Yes. Let us know. Okay. Let's what?
No, nothing. No, it's just funny. It's just funny how I did that because you can't see.
No, I can't. I know you're being horrible to me.
I love having these. I love having these chats.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna do another little game.
Okay.
We're gonna do dad jokes.
We're gonna go on to the dad jokes. Brilliant. Serious chat. Now we're just gonna fuck about.
Dad jokes. So
okay.
Don't laugh challenge. Dad joke edition.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So who wants to go first?
Can I just say before we get into this, mine are really fucking stupid.
That's the whole point. They're dad jokes.
I know, but if I'm worried that no one's gonna laugh at them.
That's the whole point.
Okay.
That's the whole point because they've got to be absolutely ridiculous.
But mine are ridiculous though.
I mean, some of them that you were telling me the other day that you were absolutely dying at. I was
I was on Reddit and I was just like chuckling to myself.
I can hear him. I just hear like the odd little giggle.
Some of them are brilliant.
You are having the best time.
I think you have to be I think the dad jokes are like for men really, aren't they? They're male.
Some of them are brilliant though.
Some are funny.
But the thing is, when I said to you, I'm gonna dub you in here.
Go on then.
When I gave you my best dark joke, you didn't even get it.
Well, no, I did get it. You mean the Jew one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did get it, and I didn't get it at the same time. I thought you meant something else.
So I might tell you these jokes, and you're not even going to get the punchline.
I will, because I am a dad. I'm a daddy.
Yeah. Oh, you are the daddy.
Right.
Right, hold on. Let me just
Let's get in the zone.
Get in the zone.
You go first.
Oh, I need a wee.
You need a wee?
I do need a wee. Oh, the thing is, I love stupid jokes, so I crack up at these dad jokes because I'm that immature.
Okay.
God.
Remember speaking to the mic.
I'm gonna speak into the mic.
You got my tablet.
Oh my God, I'm gonna laugh. Okay, we're not supposed to laugh.
No, you can't laugh.
I can't. Sorry.
You haven't even started.
Yeah. Me and my half brother aren't allowed to play with chainsaws anymore.
What's that? Oh, because he's cut in half. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, these are.
I think I've just proven my point.
Oh fuck! There's no punchline. Okay. Why can't dinosaurs clap their hands?
Fuck! I've got that one written. Because they're extinct.
No, oh yeah, because they're dead. Oh fuck! We're gonna have the same ones. We're gonna have the same one. I should have put why can't dinosaurs clap their hands because the simulation theory is real. Go on then.
Oh yeah, so that one's gone.
Brilliant.
That's not the best ceiling, but it's up there.
Your first one was better.
Well, your first one was shit.
I got robbed by 6 dwarfs.
Not happy.
Oh, have you got the same one? Have you got the same? Fuck's sake. Did you see that one?
Yes.
Oh, fuck's sake. This is so stupid.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
How much does it cost to buy a chimney?
I don't know.
Nothing. It's on the house.
Okay. So stupid. So stupid.
Oh, God.
What starts with F and ends with uck?
I don't know.
Fire truck. It's a good one, that
That was
one.
a good one. That was a good one. Today, my son asked me, can I have a bookmark? burst into tears. 11 years old. He still doesn't know my name's Brian.
Oh, okay. The name ones, I've got one similar to that. Okay.
I love that one.
That's a good one. Okay, let me see. Okay. 4 golf clubs walk into a bar.
Oh, fucking hell.
Shout out to my golf people. The putter walks in and says, I'll have a whiskey. The iron walks and says, beer for me. The wedge says, I'll take a martini. The bartender then asks the last club, well, what do you want? Nothing for me, I'm the driver.
That is a typical.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a golf one.
Yeah, it's a golf one. If a blackbird has black babies and a bluebird, have you heard this one?
No.
And a bluebird has blue babies, what's a bird with no babies?
Bird.
A swallow.
Oh, yeah. Nice. My type of bird. While getting a prostate exam.
Oh, my God.
The doctor kept saying, please don't get a boner, Jonathan. I looked back and I challenged him. Well, my name's not Jonathan. No, I know. My name's Jonathan. Have you got any more?
No, that was it.
Okay, my last one.
Right,
my last one. This is actually just a question. If you were out camping and you woke up with Vaseline around your bumhole, would you tell anyone?
Did you just make this up?
No, would you tell anyone?
No.
You want to go camping?
Do we need to go camping for that?
No, we don't know. That's the joke. That's the joke.
Sicko.
Yeah. Put your dad jokes in the chat.
Oh yeah, we want to hear your most.
We want to hear. Yeah, we want to hear your your best.
You
joke.
are having a field. I mean, to be honest, there's so many out there.
There
was loads.
There is.
Loads.
And naturally, I think, like I do a lot of dad jokes in the moment.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, and I think dad jokes are the best in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I love a good old dad joke.
I love it. Well done, though. You did all right.
I think I did. I think I won that one. I think I did better. I think you did better at the dart jokes, and I did better at the dad jokes.
Well, you had the same ones as me, so no.
Well, yeah, but you didn't get in there before me. I win, so it's 1-1 at the moment.
You know what? You can have it because it's a dad joke, so you can have it.
1-1 for the jokes at the minute.
Yeah. Okay, we've got something new today. We are going to call this Burgundy Boys Advice Clinic.
Yeah.
We like this one.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I forgot about this.
You need to be... Well, you are anyway. This is full-on Burgundy boy opportunity here. Okay,
yeah. And this is advice for people that we've seen. They've given
on
us
Reddit.
They've given us stories of real life things. This is as well.
This is a what do I do situation on Reddit.
Yes.
So people have gone on asking for some advice, and they asked the public. They asked for public advice here
on some of these. Yeah.
But we want Burgundy boys advice.
Yeah, no problem.
So bear with me. I'm going to do some reading.
Okay. Yeah.
And then
I'll give them the best advice.
So the first one, I think this one's quite relatable, if I'm being totally honest.
Okay.
Not actually the first bit. This part's not relatable. I just want to point that out.
Okay.
Just so you know, for context, I'm 16 weeks pregnant and extremely tired. Me and my man got into an argument last night when he wanted to have sex and I didn't. And he said, I feel I should be able to have sex with my girlfriend whenever I want. I agree if both parties want to, but I was tired and I just wanted to go to sleep. And that's been the argument for the past 4 years.
Wow.
We've been together 6 years. I don't know how to make him see that. It's not him sometimes. I'm just not in the mood. And he says that I always get it when I want. That's because he always wants to. What do I say to make him understand?
Wow. I mean, that's a bit much. The only I'll give advice to both. So I'll give advice to the woman, and then I'll give advice to the man.
Go for it.
So firstly, the man, he needs to wait until about 4:00 in the morning. That's what I would say. When they're really asleep and they don't really know what's happening, slide them down. For the woman, I think. Well, I think it's obvious. I think it's completely obvious. get rid of him. Like, I don't know what more you want me to say.
She's 16 weeks pregnant though.
16. Do you know what? During the pregnancy, I get it, like fair. But if it's like before
So why does she
that,
need to get rid of him? Because he's being unreasonable.
I think he's being unreasonable. But why is he doing it before the pregnancy? That's like it's 4 years. She's only pregnant 16 weeks. So what's that? 4 months.
Yeah, sounds quite demanding, really.
3.5 years. Yeah, he's either not doing a good enough job, really, because there's techniques, there's ways to open it up and to get it in the mood. That's all I'm gonna say with that. But yeah, I think that's crazy. That's weird. That is fucking weird.
You shocked me, actually.
That's weird.
I thought you'd be like, no, she needs to do as she's told.
No, she's not. Not while she's pregnant.
No, okay.
When she's not pregnant, no, what's her fucking problem?
So he's being unreasonable here. It sounds a bit grapey, if you ask me.
It is a little bit creepy.
No, grapey.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
You're being quite forceful there.
Yeah, I mean, some women like that, don't they? Some women like that sort of like forcefulness, but
yeah, consensual though.
Yeah, she's either got to get rid of him or he's just got to do it at 4 o'clock in the morning. That's my advice.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you, Burgundy boy. All right, next one. How do I go about a relationship with someone younger?
Oh, okay. Uh-oh.
To start, I'm 17 turning 18.
Okay.
I got out of a bad relationship and was not in a relationship for a few months. Then I met a girl.
Mm-hmm.
She entered my life. Let's call her Sue.
Okay.
Sue turned 14, turning 15. No, she is 14, turning 15. And her parents like me and said that we can date. I am hesitant. I wouldn't do anything sexual with her and would not want that kind of relationship. She is younger than me, and I know she has feelings to the point where she says that she loves me. I don't want to rush things or hurt her. I'm willing to wait for her. How should I approach this? I don't want any issues with the in-laws, and technically it's legal for us to date with her parents' permissions, but I'm unsure.
That's tricky. That's really, really tricky.
I think if you're an adult and you're liking a child.
Yeah, because she's still a child. She's not old enough yet, and she doesn't know what love is. She doesn't know what that is. And the parents, shame on them. Like that's too young. That's way too young. Like it's not even. You know,
weird.
Like they potentially might have just started. Like if it's a woman, the girl's 14, isn't she?
Turning 15.
Could have just started a period. So that's a bloodbath. That's gonna be bad. But yeah, I think if she was 16 and he was 18, then it's different.
Mm-hmm.
But that 4-year gap, because she's so young, that's a bit weird.
It's different if she's 18 and then he's like 22. Would you say that was all right at that point?
That's fine. But he's clearly hesitant. He clearly knows it's wrong. So if you know it's wrong, then don't do it. Like, yeah, you can like be friends, and then if you want to wait, that's a bit weird though.
Yeah.
Wait it. What are you waiting for?
Yeah.
You know, like there's other
Even
fish.
if when she's 16, he'll be like 20.
Yeah.
That's still to me a little bit weird.
At that age, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I would go with your gut. If it's hesitant, if it doesn't feel right, then don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't wait for the parents' permission.
I know.
Like, what are those crackheads doing? Why
Imagine
are they
the
not?
dad like, go in there, son.
Yeah. That's weird. That is weird.
Did people put this online?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
It's weird.
Yeah. I'm not sure about that.
All right, this one's even weirder.
Okay.
This one's
great.
This one's weird. Commenting on my dick.
Oh, okay, nice. Okay, good.
I'm 15.
Yep.
Male.
Yep.
And I was at this holiday program or whatever.
Yeah.
It's led by 2 circus kids, but there's one older guy who supervises the thing.
Okay.
Sorry, this doesn't make sense. It's led by 2 circus kids, and there's one older guy who supervises though. They're all from the circus here.
Okay.
He's not really that old. I think he's like 20.
Okay.
I needed to pee, so I asked where the toilet is, and the guy brought me there because he also needed to go.
Mm-hmm.
I went for the urinals because honestly, I'm not going to go into some dirty stall.
Right.
The guy did the same. He stood right next to me, even though there was more space. And then he literally just looked over and looked at my dick.
Okay.
I just left and washed my hands. Then he basically said, I have a small dick.
Oh, he said that he has a small willy.
This 20-year-old supervisor guy looked over at this 15-year-old, told him he had a small dick.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, sure. I don't care, man. I'm just trying to, he's obviously writing this as he's speaking. All right, sure. I don't care, man. I'm not like super far along puberty. So it's still supposed to get bigger. Okay. I don't really care or anything.
Yeah.
But then the weird part is that he said, I like it that way. I don't care whatever he's into. And why would he say that to me? I just found it pretty weird and left. When I was heading out, he said, why leave already?
Yeah.
But like, what else was I going to do there when I finished taking a piss? I feel like maybe he was joking, but then again, it didn't sound like a joke at all. If he wanted to tease me, he wouldn't have looked so serious about it. And either way, isn't that pretty strange to joke about that in the first place? I'm not sure if it would be an overreaction to tell other staff or not.
How old was the boy?
15.
15, okay. I mean, fair play to him. He's obviously got a small willy and he's okay with it.
Oh, he's 15.
I think, men at urinals, it's always a bit weird. It's always a little bit. Yeah, it's a bit weird. Rules? It's a little bit weird. Do you look over sometimes? But this is like.
Do you?
No, but it's not like you're not looking over to look at their cock.
Like when you go, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. But then you just naturally
and then you're just like, oh fuck, I've seen his cock. But you don't. It's not like you wouldn't do that to a boy. Like that's a bit weird.
Yeah, you look at other people's dicks.
Well, I just want to see, I just want to see how good a condition mine is, to be honest with you, because it's like it's like a car. It's like but that is weird. Where he was like, oh, I like it like that. That's where it's weird. That's because he could have just left it and gone, hey, you got a small willy, hey.
But why would you do that anyway?
He just, why not? But the bit where he's gone, oh, I like it like that. That's then weird. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, you don't. That's that. You've crossed the line.
From a man's perspective, you don't do that unless you're into young boys.
Yes.
This is Michael Jackson.
And this is the worst type of nonce, because like there's a pedometer, a pedometer is like what I like to probably call it actually, and you've got
what?
A pedometer. So you've got your pedos, and bear in mind this pedometer is like disgusting either way, wherever you are, right? But you got your pedos on the left that like the kids, any kids, girls, whatever. Then you've got the gay pedos, which are that goes to the worst. By the way, this is like,
why is it worse?
Because it's like little boys. It's like
what's the difference between little boys and little girls?
No, it's they're bad either way. But it's like it's for a man, it's really fucking weird. Really fucking weird. Like you've got, not only are you gay and a pedo, like when you're like, when it's girls, it's just a pedo, but that's gay and pedo. So fine. Like this pedometer is bad either way, right? By the way, it's just there's no like, oh, he's in the green. It's not like a credit score. You're not in the green or it's fair, like, oh, if he's got problems. No, he's fucking wrong. But you go into that sort of you go into that red pit. He's failed his credit score, basically. Really fucking failed it. He's not getting no mortgage. He's in jail. It's as simple as that. Yeah,
I hope so.
Yeah, the carnival kids, circus people are fucked up anyway. So I mean, that's. I would assume that to happen.
If I was him, I'd call the police.
You'd probably call the police. Oh yeah. My advice is be proud of your small little willy, and also call the police.
Oh, yeah. But he's still got some growing to do. Bless him. But yeah, call the police.
He's not going to grow much from that age.
I mean, again,
he's not going to.
Reddit is a weird place to be. Mm-hmm. If I've got some time, just go deep into Reddit. Honestly, some people will share everything.
Yeah,
everything. But yeah,
mm-hmm.
That is enough from Burgundy Boys Advice Clinic. Yeah.
Welcome.
Come back next week.
Come back next week for more advice.
So, have you got what's boggling Burgundy Boy's brain today?
What's boggling boy?
Grammar, please. Nino.
What's boggling Burgundy Boy's brain? You have to get the voice in. You have to do the voice.
Right, go on. Do it again.
Which generation had it better?
What generation are we talking about?
So our generation, your parents, your grandparents, which generation had it better?
I think grandparents. I really do. No social media. Money. the economy, everything. They lived a blissful life. You'd meet at a little disco.
Hmm.
You meet young, fall in love,
Hmm.
get married, raise your children.
Hmm.
He goes to work. Lady stays at home, manages the kids.
Hmm.
One income you can run a household, that you can get a mortgage dirt cheap.
Hmm.
Like, yeah. I think when you look back, look at your nan and granddad. Loved each other from a very young age, brought up 4 children together,
Hmm.
lived, and they, bless their
Yeah.
souls, they died together.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the best generation ever.
I had some of my best times when I was with my nan and my granddad.
Mhm.
I do think they had the best generation.
Yeah.
I don't think they necessarily had the best generation for like. There are certain things like the technology nowadays and stuff is really really good.
I like a simple life, though.
But then my argument is, haven't we had the best?
No.
Haven't we had the best mixture? Haven't we had that sort of
We've
with?
completely lost our way. We've completely lost our way with everything.
Mhm.
With woke, with division, the government, social media,
Mhm.
everything. I
Mhm.
think we've given too much freedom of speech. Everybody thinks that they can do whatever they want.
Mhm.
Everybody goes around killing each other. And I know that's always been around, but I think humanity has definitely lost its way more now because of everything that you see online, everything that we're exposed to.
Mhm.
Children don't have a start in life because they are brainwashed. That's
Mhm.
why they've now obviously brought in a social media age cap. You're not
Yeah.
allowed to get social media now until you're 16.
Mhm.
You know, children used to go out and be free and go and have fun, not care in the world. Simple life.
Do kids still not do that though?
Nowhere near as much, no.
You
I
don't think?
I feel like we were the last generation to do that
Yeah.
before technology came in, for sure.
But then that don't. That's my point. Do you not think that maybe we've had the kind of, not necessarily the best of both worlds, but we've experienced everything really. We've experienced the simple, and we're also experiencing the extreme now, like the complications of everything.
Mm.
I feel like I think we've experienced it all. Because the thing,
Maybe.
because the reason I say this is because there's a lot of things like, without this technology, we wouldn't be doing this podcast.
No, but we'd be out doing something else.
I know, but
We'd be out in the garden or like
but we still do that.
we do.
But my grandparents, my parents, they wouldn't have been able to do this.
But what would they be
With
doing?
I don't know what they'd be doing. I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, I think we've had the best.
Yeah.
We can still do all of that gardening stuff that our grandparents
I just
did.
think the expectations of how to, they didn't have any cosmetics.
No, I agree.
I think body image and stuff like that. Like, you were loved for who you were,
Yeah.
who you are, and who you are, and who you were. Women didn't need to, reveal every last little bit of flesh and,
Yeah.
like, do everything to their hair and their body to enhance it to please their man.
Yeah.
Like, love was simple. Life was just so simple.
Yeah.
I'd be quite happy to go back and live with life without as much technology as there is today. For
Yeah.
sure. We were the last generation. I grew up and didn't have any of this technology.
Yeah.
And we were fine. I still went to school. We still did the shopping. Like,
Yeah.
we were fine without technology.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
weren't struggling.
Yeah.
We just adapt to it because now everything's been given. Nobody thinks for themselves because you can get everything now online.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I just think nobody thinks for themselves. Children have social anxiety through the roof. They can't even pick up and make a phone call these days.
Mhm.
Like, none of that. Look at the neighbours.
Yeah.
Our elderly neighbours, bless them. They've
Yeah.
obviously been living in this community for a long, long time.
Yeah.
They still come round, flowers and,
They probably hear you and think, "Fucking hell, what's going on in
am I
there?"
shouting again?
No.
Like, they greeted us, they gave us cards and stuff. We don't do that.
No.
So that's what I'm saying. That generation, I mean, you could leave your front door open and
Yeah.
everybody looked after each other.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's all you needed.
I do agree.
That's all you needed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah. I think it's so hard. I was thinking about it the other day,
Mm.
and I was like, because I was thinking about my nan and granddad actually, because I was like, oh, I wonder what they would think about like how things just even like
They
now,
would hate it.
you know, they've been gone about 2 years now, a year and a half, 2 years. Yeah, and it would be interesting to know what they think
Yeah.
about it.
Look at my dad. My dad
Yeah.
doesn't even own a mobile phone.
No,
You know,
no.
he still watches his same basic TV.
Yeah,
I think he's still, he's still got VHSs, a record player, and
yeah,
stuff like that. And he doesn't sit there with the TV on all day. He doesn't.
no,
He doesn't have any access to any social media. I don't think he even has an email address.
yeah,
But but and he goes and he lives his simple life. He
yeah,
goes to the shop, he does his shopping. Is that for me maybe a little bit boring? But that
yeah,
that makes him happy.
yeah,
That he know that, and I know where he always is.
yeah,
If I
yeah,
need him, I can still call him. I can
yeah,
still reach out to him and stuff.
yeah,
Like, you know, um, it's there's still an older generation that still live today
mm,
that don't have access to any technology whatsoever, and they're still living absolutely fine.
yeah,
They
yeah,
don't
yeah.
need it. You don't need it. It's only there, so we want it,
Mhm.
and then when you have it, you feel
Yeah.
like you can't live without it.
Well, there's I'll talk about like the golf yesterday. So obviously I was barely on my phone, and it was great. It was
Yeah.
lovely because I was out in the
Yeah.
open, out in the sun,
Mhm.
and then and then in the evening you're like, God, fucking hell, I've missed out on all of this sort of stuff. So it's that kind of like intense like
FOMO.
environment. However, I have my watch on, my Apple Watch, that tells me the distance between my shots. So that technology then it helps me. So this is, I guess, it's not the best of both worlds, but we're in both worlds, and we've experienced both of the kind of with the simple stuff we can still experience because
Mhm.
we have those kind of memories of what we had with our parents and our grandparents, but we use the technology to kind of help us,
Mhm.
with like when we was planting the stuff out in the garden, we had to go on Google, and then all of a sudden there was just a big poster thing on there that told us when to do it, how long it was going to take. Like that would have been very difficult to find, very, very
But it's
difficult to
not
find.
though, because people have been growing their stuff for many, many years. It's
Mm,
called education.
mm,
If they were doing it
mm.
without no technology whatsoever,
Yeah,
then the way that you would learn is you'd go and ask them. You would go and watch them. You would
yeah.
actually go and learn.
But it would yeah, you're right. No, you are right there. But it's less accessible, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You'd have to physically go and speak to someone, or you'd have to physically find a book
Yes.
at a library or
Yeah.
something which might not even be there. Whereas at least with the technology now, like we've got a golf. I'll go back to golf as an example because I think that's the best example.
Mhm.
People have been playing golf for hundreds of years, and it hasn't really changed apart from the technology. Back then, they would have had to have guessed. They would have had to have guessed, and it would have potentially made it worse, like their round worse. Whereas at least now we've kind of got an idea because of that technology.
But with that, I can flip that and go, my granddad
Yeah.
loved playing golf,
Yeah.
didn't have any technology, but he didn't sit there and think, didn't play at my best here because I didn't know this shot.
Because he's not a high level performing athlete. That's why.
Okay. But it didn't bother him that much.
No,
because
no.
you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
technology's not there.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like I've done a good shot, but
Yeah.
we'll never know. But
Yeah.
that's fine. We'll just crack on.
Yeah.
The only reason why you could easily flip there and say, I probably didn't play at my best if I didn't have the technology is because you don't know how to live without it.
Mm.
And we can flip back to the gardening. Yes, that was the way to go get your information. Go and read a book. Actually physically go out of your way to do something.
Mm.
This is what I mean with people are so lazy now because they're like, I'll just go on my phone. No, go out there and ask questions. Speak with people. This is why people don't want to speak to anybody anymore.
Yeah.
Because you can do it on your fucking phone.
Well, yeah, you can speak to AI Alan.
And I don't like speaking to AI Alan either. See, that freaks me out as well. Don't like it. Don't like it. Because I said it to you yesterday, didn't I? We could look at that and go, that could be their own little simulation world going on in the AI world, thinking that they're real, and actually they're at a call center.
Yeah. That's what you. Yeah. You was like, Alan's at the call center, like answering your queries. I was
Yeah.
like, don't be so stupid.
You never know, though.
Maybe I don't know,
You
but
don't
I doubt
know.
it.
You don't know.
I doubt
Because the
it.
AI are living in their own little world.
I tell you what, if that is the case, then we need to get them at Hastings because they're fucking quick. They have got the answers real super quick.
Well, eventually that could be the case.
Oh yeah.
That, somebody will just pick up the phone. I want to speak to somebody. They don't know who they're talking to. They could be speaking to AI Alan and they won't know. Imagine that. Imagine that. Somebody's calling up to do a car insurance quote or whatever.
Yeah.
and they actually don't know whether they're speaking to an actual human being or an AI. That is a scary thought.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Yeah, it's not.
Don't
No,
like
it's not
that.
right. No, neither do I.
No.
I don't
If
either.
I could go back and teach the kids to learn how to speak to somebody face to face,
Yeah.
I would have done that.
Yeah.
If I know what I know now.
There is something about speaking to like humans, isn't there? Like there is something different. It's like there is more passion.
And connection.
Yeah, there's more connection. Yeah.
We've completely lost our way. Like there are people that commute every day to London, and this is where they talk about zombies and this whole like, you know, you're just living this 9 to 5 life, and everybody's disconnected from each other because you just like, you commute to work, you commute back. There are people that have forgotten to walk barefoot on grass because they've forgotten what that feels like.
Yeah.
Because you get into this robotic state of living.
Yeah.
If you took everything away, if we were the last generation, everything got wiped, hey, guess what? We would be the happiest people on the earth from starting again. We would be. Because everything that we own will be ours. It's not taxed heavily on every last little thing that you're walking on.
Yeah.
You're growing your own food. Like, you know, you're going back to living the way that we were created for.
Yeah.
I do believe that. We are no different to animals. Animals look after each other.
Yep.
And they survive based on what the earth has given them.
Yep.
And I genuinely believe that we should have been left like that. Grow your own crops, build your own home, own your own land.
Yeah.
Look after each other.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I'm with you. Yeah, I agree. No, I agree.
I think technology's got way out of control.
Yeah, it's gone like that little bit too much. Well, like I remember in like the early 2000s, it like helped. It was like, oh, like I need to call someone. I've got my mobile phone. I can call someone,
which is fine,
which is brilliant. Whereas now it's kind of like, oh, I don't need to. I can put this into AI. It can tell me what I need to say, and then I can just forward that on. That's a worry. That's like really, really bad. Well, you know, we're both like that. You know, like I think we're quite simple. I don't think we get too complicated. Well, look at the fucking setup when it was going wrong. I was nearly about to fucking bury it all out in the garden. I was going to dig a massive hole and just put it all out in the garden. Yeah. But yeah, I do think there's like some things that are really good with technology.
Some are, you know, if you think about hospitals, for example, you know, there's a lot of life-saving equipment now that we have. Like some of it's really, really beneficial.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of it is for convenient. And I don't think that any of that is needed.
Yeah.
It's made us very, very lazy.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, oh, do this, it'll make your life easier. Like, and we all cling on to that. Anything to make my life easier.
Yeah.
We've forgotten how to think for ourselves.
What about cars?
Cars, much safer. I agree. You know, I remember when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Like you could smoke in a car.
Yeah.
My dad always used to smoke in the car. And you didn't have to wear seatbelts.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
It depends what technology you're talking about. This is why I kind of said
safety is
there are some things where we do have the best of both worlds because like technology, like we always think of phone and social media, and yeah, maybe that stuff is bad. But when you think of like cars, you think of planes. That's all technology. It's all that sort of same stuff. The farming equipment we have now because
some of it's amazing.
You have to have you know that technology has to get. So when we watch the Jeremy Clarkson thing, the tractors they have now are just incredible. Like they're so incredible, and a lot of
for you kind of
and a lot of them are like, you know,
but there was a time where the tractors were still doing the exact same thing and they were still absolutely fine.
Well, they were and they weren't, because if a tractor broke down, you're fucked for like a week or two. And if you were buying local produce, which a lot of people still do now, by the way, and which it's just a bit too expensive, but I wish we could. But that you wouldn't have that problem now.
Yeah, but it would be
it would be a wider thing.
Yeah.
It would be a wider issue.
But because there was more urgency with it, you would figure it out.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's, I've got the technology to do it.
Yeah.
And if it does break, I can easily get it fixed, but you're not having to think about it that much.
Yeah.
You know? What's happened?
Hang on.
I gone a bit glitchy.
Yeah.
No. Oh no.
Oh, this is. Oh, no,
I'm
we're
back.
back.
I'm back. Am I moving okay?
Yeah, we're back.
Yeah,
we're back. We're back.
I don't know. I think you can flip it.
Do you know what I think it should happen? Is everyone should have a veg patch out in their garden where you grow your own stuff, and you should be taking photos on your iPhone, and you should be putting them on Instagram.
Yeah, but exactly. But why?
Celebrate that instead of the skinny models and stuff like that.
I agree. I agree.
But also this.
Yeah.
You know, people really enjoy the clips. People really enjoy the podcast.
Yeah.
People enjoy the Burgundy Experience. People enjoy the Burgundy Boy Experience. We wouldn't be able to do any of that without the technology.
I agree.
And my argument here is our community, which is everyone here and everyone that's, you know, in the Burgundy community, we wouldn't have that community. We probably would, but it's easier with technology.
Of course.
And we're able to bring all of us closer together for sure. So I'm grateful for some things, but I'm also annoyed at other technology that does ruin it, you know? You know, I do feel sorry for the generation coming up. I do feel sorry for my sons, you know, like, technology is just ridiculous.
But this is why we try and keep it very simple for him.
Yeah.
I'm not...
He loves the garden. He loves the garden.
He's an outdoor boy.
He loves being outside. He loves that.
All of his toys are educational toys.
Yeah.
We have kept it very basic and simple for him.
Yeah.
And he loves a book.
He does love a book.
Which actually brings me on to quote of the week.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're still going to do this. Okay.
Yes,
yeah.
Because it just falls hand in hand, actually. So you've actually been you've been on your best behaviour this week. You've not said anything too insulting.
I'm always on my best behaviour. I'm always.
Well, I'm disappointed because you've not said anything too insulting. I was like, okay, so this is quite a clean one, but it made me giggle.
Okay.
So when I go for my shower, and I know that you're downstairs and you're playing with codes and stuff.
Yeah.
I love listening to your conversations with him. It's very cute. It makes my all emotion. No, I don't. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet.
Okay.
And as we know, Cody loves reading a book.
Yeah.
And you hate
I hate reading fucking books.
Oh my, and it is constant.
And these aren't books like all of you lot read. No, these are children's books.
These are children's books.
That I some of the stories are rubbish. And it's not like, oh, you know, you read it once or twice. No. I'm reading these. I've read these 100 times minimum.
Yeah. And then I'm reading them 100 times minimum as well.
Yes.
Because when we've had to hide all the books, actually. We have to hide all of the books, and he can have about 3 out at one time. And then when we get bored of reading these 3 books, then we have to get out another 3. So we rotate the books because otherwise we want to.
It's not a bad thing. It's good that he wants to read and he's learning, but it does become
really
jarring.
It's very jarring.
Yeah.
And he loses his shit, doesn't he? If you go, oh, I don't want to read this book.
Yeah.
And that book is in your face. He's just about to blow.
And it's the fucking Gruffalo, or it's the fucking witch on the broom, or the giant, or whatever the stupid. All of these.
Julia Donaldson books are the best. I love them. They're great books.
They are good books, but it's like
I might have to get him some new ones because I'm getting bored of them now. Yeah. And Ellie Pants. Oh my god, I like it because that's a really short book. Actually, it's really short, but
we need to keep those. Yeah, and I end up just getting to a point where I'm just making them up.
Yeah, you
the
do
stories.
make them up. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, the mouse has got his nut, and now he's eating his nut, and the Gruffalo's gone.
Yeah.
The end.
Yeah,
you know?
The end. As long as you say the end, then he claps his hands, and then you move on.
And then he goes grab another one.
And then he goes to grab another.
You're fucked.
Yeah. So I was upstairs.
Fucked.
And all that I heard was, I don't want to read this shit book again, Cody, to be honest. And don't you take it out on the farm animals.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. No, he had the fucking... He had the farm animal, the wooden box with the shed, the shed. Yeah, and he just launches them. I'm just like, no, I'm not reading any more. No, I said, what I normally say to him was like, okay, let's go do something practical.
Yeah.
Let's actually do something practical now instead of reading these books all of the time. Yeah, and he just launched them. Pig went, the cow went, they all just fucking went. And he looked at me and was like, I don't give a shit. I'm just going to throw them. Yeah.
It made me giggle.
When he gets old, me and him are gonna really like.
we're gonna fall out as well.
He's gonna. I'm gonna fall out with him big time.
That last half an hour before bed, between 6:30 and 7.
Yeah.
I have my Codiometer. I'm gonna call it.
Codiometer.
Yeah. It's maxed out.
Yeah.
It's maxed out.
Yep.
I'm like, I love you to bits. You're my son, and I will be that parent to be like, sometimes it is shit.
Yeah.
It is shit. I love him, but also want to strangle him sometimes. No, I don't. I don't want to strangle him. That's not a very nice thing to say. But toddler life is horrendous.
Yeah.
It's not a very nice.
It is. There's like good things and there's bad things.
I know. I'm probably sounding like a really horrible mum here.
Yeah.
Some bits are amazing. And when they're great, they're great.
Yeah.
But as anybody with a toddler knows, when it's bad,
Yeah.
it is bad.
It's terrible. Yeah,
and
yeah.
he, especially somebody that's very big personality, very independent, stubborn.
Yeah.
Talking about you here.
Yeah, and you, not just me.
Yeah, well, he's a mixture of both of us.
Yeah, yeah.
So when he wants something, he doesn't stop until he look what happens when I'm trying to like when I make the breakfast.
Yeah.
There's a period of time where because he likes the porridge with me in the mornings.
Yeah.
I have to let the porridge cool down.
Yeah.
It's piping hot.
Yeah.
If he knows that porridge is on the side, I'm not allowed to move away. I can't go and do something else.
Yeah, yeah.
Otherwise, he's pulling me.
He's out of order.
He's bang out
He's
of
actually
order.
sometimes he's actually out of order, and it's going to get to a point where it's like when he hits you and stuff, I'm going to be like, "That's my woman you're hitting, dickhead." Like I don't care if you're my son, but you're also hitting my woman. Like it's the truth.
Yeah.
Like it gets to a point where I'm like, I'm gonna have to beat this kid up.
He hit me around the face yesterday because I wouldn't read a book.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is so
But what he does, he does this thing is where he'll like if I'm reading a book, if I don't read it right, he'll hit me in the arm, and then he'll kiss me afterwards, and he'd be like, like that, and I'm like, oh my god. He's going to be that manipulator.
Yeah, yeah.
He's going to be
narcissistic.
He's going to be the Jack the Ripper. He's going to be the next. Honestly,
he's a psychopath.
Yeah, he is.
He's
That's
crazy.
what he does.
Yeah.
He's like he punches you and he kisses you and it's like it's all right. Don't worry, you'll be fine.
Yeah, yeah. Or he looks at you and he like tries to smile and you're like, no, no.
No. The amount of times I've had to tell him off and he's there just with a smirk.
With
he's
a
like,
grin.
yeah.
Oh, he's horrendous.
They don't know, do they?
No,
Until
I know,
they get to a certain age where they're like,
and it's difficult because he can't really communicate very well at the moment
No.
either. The words are coming on very nicely, but when he wants something, he's still not able to properly say it. So you have to try and guess what it is. And if you ain't figuring it out, oh my god, he's getting angry. He's getting there.
He is getting there.
I kind of know when he's like asking for something to eat or something like that, but he knows it. He says eat. I'm like, well, tell me that then while you're having your meltdown. Yeah.
He knows how to do the alphabet better than he knows how to like tell us what he's finished or something like that. It's really strange.
When I get him out after his bath, obviously he's got the walker still up there.
Oh yeah,
and that still works and stuff.
Yeah.
And obviously it goes A B C D. Oh my god, he tries to go with it.
Yeah.
He tries to sing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh Jesus.
So sorry. Tries to sing. So yeah, he's very very clever. Very clever.
He is.
But very stubborn at the same time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
He's like me and you put together. Like we're both very stubborn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
So,
I'm not stubborn. Unbelievable.
You are very, very fucking stubborn.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Very stubborn.
Explain. Why am I stubborn?
I thought I was quite stubborn.
You've made
and actually, that's a really good. I wish you could all kind of see that. That's like the final. That's like a final match. That is, like Wimbledon when they're like, oh, they got these two heavyweights. If they did a Wimbledon for stubbornness. That's me and you in the final, and that's a battle.
It is a battle.
That's a fight. I would say I probably just win, but that's.
I don't think so.
I do.
Why do you win?
Because I end up like turning it into love, and then it's.
Yeah. So who caves first?
No, I don't cave.
No, you do cave.
No.
You do.
No.
No.
No, I do not cave.
No, stop being stubborn.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just won. That was the easy final. That one.
What kind of mood I'm in, actually.